Like,
Yeah,
I felt like we were on the and he was like so fun, so awesome. He loves everybody in his district. Like obviously it's hard, but like he said, like it's awesome. He's like super excited, and I was like, he's surrounded by a bunch of other people who want to be there, that are passionate about serving, and like
And you're all the same
exactly. So I think it's like he needed to see
Well, hey kids,
and I was like, no, like
welcome back to Theme Park Casual. We are here at Disneyland for Rope Drop,
Yeah, that's good. How long was he home?
and
Maybe like 1 week, 2 weeks? Okay.
we're going to attempt something. I don't know if we've ever attempted it before. We're going to try to rope drop Peter Pants. So we will be part of the thundering horde heading through the castle, trying to get in line for that, for some reason, ultra busy little dark ride. But welcome in, everyone. Good morning, Mattercam Matt, Slippy. Good morning, Dame Dystopia. Fire Dragon, welcome in. Teacher Tammy D, good morning. Akio Stewart, Eli, welcome in. OG Heather, good morning. Mystic Traveler, welcome in. Jessica Coloma, welcome. Kelly DiMaggio, good morning. Jay Laughs, good morning, my friend. Eric Schwartz, welcome in. Daniel Rodriguez, good morning. And if you guys don't know our friend Mattercam Matt, he is host at the ZHZ podcast, part of the Z Frequency band. If you're into the indie music scene, be sure to go check out his podcast. He is also the lead moderator over at the Mattercam channel. That is giving you views and vistas into Disneyland and DCA from high atop the Howard Johnson Anaheim Resort. But welcome in, everybody. Thank you for being here. We have our friend Spaceship Ears on his way. I believe they just hit the parking structure, so they'll be in here probably just after we get through with Peter Pan, hopefully. So far, Rope Drop looks like it's about an average Saturday. Nothing major.
yeah, you did it.
I was like, how do people know about these things?
I made the decision a little bit late to decide for Peter Pan. I was thinking I was going to wait for Spaceship Ears, but then I realized quickly that, you know what, he's probably not going to make it for Rope Drop proper.
Did you know that if you're the first to Winnie the Pooh, you get to play the villain?
Really? Yeah. That's cute.
Look at the sticker on
I went on
And Bernita, welcome in. Peter, welcome.
all the like super sharp turns.
Yeah.
Cakes, welcome in.
Yeah, do you know at the end that you like end up
What time? It's just about 8 a.m. over here. We are about 10 minutes away from Rope Drop.
yeah, wild.
The Yeti's cool, but
I feel like some of those like the little kid ones like
And you know what? We may have to change our plans since Cakes is here. We'll just go ahead and Rope Drop It's a Small World just so that we can make sure that Cakes is smiling all day long.
also like not even like no
Shelly, Nicholas, welcome in. Jessica.
Like as much as
Considering I've got a lot going on today, and then Chalk Walk tomorrow, probably no Tianas today. Probably. We'll see. There will be no all caps and no It's a Small World slander in my chat. Thank you very much. Way to ruin it for all of us.
It's so cute. It's so and it's like not like they changed the ride.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the same ride.
And Slappy, welcome in.
Space Mountain.
TPC doesn't want to upset the blister.
How
Yeah, you know
How
what?
much it cost to make.
Me and that blister are on friendly terms at the moment, so let's just keep it that way.
And they were like, yeah, that's like the best return on investment
Oh, I bet.
on a ride.
Because I was gonna say that one doesn't seem like it would be an expensive ride.
Yeah.
Because it's like dark. So
Yeah.
it doesn't really matter what it
Yeah,
looks
like maintenance wise, yeah. And they get so many people, like even though it's so old, they still get so many people through it, like on the day.
No, it's so fast. Yeah. And they like last few years they finally added a single rider. So
Yeah. And the single rider's quick.
it's
so nice.
yeah. Why would you? I don't understand that you like to do a single rider.
Yeah.
My mom, when we were kids, she was like, we're doing a single rider.
And if you guys would like to see just how much of a It's a Small World fan Cakes is, you could go check out his podcast. It is the 927. Link is there in the chat now.
I don't know why you wouldn't do it.
Be sure to go and flood his chat with the praises and adoration of It's a Small World. You could put the lyrics in his chat. And you guys can just all have a wonderful time reminiscing about the last time you were all on It's a Small World, and just warm Cake's heart to no end. Eli, does Accelerator get repainted? I don't know. I'm not sure if they're planning to do what they're planning to do with Accelerator. So I think they just gave it a paint job just a couple years ago, a new one with the kind of adding some yellow and orange or something like that. So I don't think it's going to be getting repainted anytime soon. We do have Montezuma, the Forbidden Fortress, hopefully opening soon. We shall see. Krista Joe, good morning.
Do you ever turn?
We'll do no such thing to
Well,
Cakes.
it's like
That's so funny.
it's like
Yeah, Cakes, it's what I call backhanded support for our streamer friends and content creators.
Okay.
SETI Web, welcome in. Hold that gimbal up high or jump around. Well, I'm not going to jump. I'm already a pile of sweat out here, so ain't going to be no jumping. In fact, the walk, the brisk walk over to Peter Pan is going to be probably enough to put me out for a few minutes.
because she always has stuff.
Add the Dutch Disney lover, welcome in. J Labs, good morning. And yeah, yes, I've been on a bunch of rides, pretty much everything at Knott's Berry Farm, I think. I think the only one I know that I haven't done is La Revolution, but there's no need. That one will be just fine without me riding it. Jungo Book, welcome in. And I'm just here with a couple thousand of my closest friends. Just about ready for rope drop. Looks like they selected a family to go and be the official rope drop family.
I'm like, at what point do I like make it tablet for her and she doesn't like it? But it's also at the same time like.
And Fire Dragon. Trying to get back to the chat. Hang on. Okay, what's wrong with my phone?
No, it's like crazy. And I told
And Fire Dragon, here is for a treat for 2 banana foam cold brews for me and Spaceship Ears. Thank you so much, Fire Dragon. Ice cream's in the chat for Fire Dragon, everybody. I read the full super chat. I do have to, I do have the luxury as the host to adjust verbiage just to make sure that there is no offense being taken and no inappropriate words being spoken. So we do adjust adjust the chats every now and then. And that is at the sole discretion of your host, Uncle TPC. Triple B, you be careful, Triple B. Vague threats will not be tolerated, even from a wonderful coffee drink. And you know something, Triple B? I think Triple B is actually a much cooler name. Love Pugs, good morning. Chat, let me know if you ever come out here, man. I would love to take you on It's a Small World. Because as we do ours, it feels different in Disneyland, and I think you might change your feelings about It's a Small World when you come over and see the one that Walt developed, the one that Walt personally poured some water into the fume. But oh my goodness, thank you so much, Cakes, for becoming a member here at TPC. Ice cream's in the chat for Cakes, everybody. And don't forget, kids, 20% of every membership here at TPC goes to charity. Every 3 months we tally it up, make a donation to a new charity. As a member, you are able to suggest a charity for us to support. We have supported charities from member suggestions before. And I think I need to tally up July. Today is the 1st of August, so we have started a new quarter for the membership tally. So we'll be adding that up and giving you that very soon. And don't forget, we are still raising funds for Chalk Walk, which happens tomorrow morning, and we will be here at Disneyland starting live at 5 a.m. That's right, Cakes, 5 a.m. for the opening moment. And then we will be walking with our Team Park Streamer and Friends team all through Disneyland DCA before they open. Radiant Shelby, welcome in. Here we go, kids. We are rope dropping Peter Pan. Let's see what happens if we can get over to Peter Pan's before too many people get ahead of us. All right. Hopefully everybody's peeling off for Rise, and we will be one of the couple of people scampering toward the castle. And we are. Look at that. Go, 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 go. Work them calves, people. Work them calves. Work them calves. Work them calves. Look at how fun this is. It's nuts and mayhem here, everybody. Kids are pushing, grandmas are knocking people down. Madness, I tell you. And this is for Peter Pan's. This is for Peter Pan's, everybody. You do not rope drop, head through the castle with the Thundering Horde unless you were trying to get to Peter Pan's. And we are now in line. I think we did a decent job, kids. Probably be about a 10 to 15 minute wait. We still have everybody. RJ Leo, welcome in. We didn't lose anybody in the fracas that was happening on the way up to the castle, did we? All of that for Peter Pan's. Yes, my friend. I know it's pretty popular in Disney World as well, but here, if you don't, I mean, right now, this is probably going to be the shortest line of the day. Unless there's, unless it breaks down and they have to clear the line, this will be the shortest line that we can get for Peter Pan. We dropped Barbara. She didn't make it here yet, so you can't drop someone you don't have. That is one benefit of Barbara not being here at the moment. So as I mentioned in the description and in the post for this live stream, we will be joined by our friend Spaceship Ears, another content creator. He is the host at the Grand and Miraculous channel. He does deep dives into the classic attractions that you all know and love, giving you the history of them, the people that worked on them, and is doing a fantastic job. It's amazing to see how much he's grown in I think it's been about a year and a half of him having the channel. And he does such a good job. I keep telling him that I am looking forward to the day when Disney gives him a call and says, we need to work with you. And Animal, welcome in. Optimistic Dudette, welcome. And I'm hoping that when he gets that call, he'll say, that's all well and good, we'll do this documentary, but I need to pull in my friend Theme Park Casual to do some graphics and help me out with some stuff. Because that's possibly one of the very few ways that I would probably be able to work at Disney or with Disney.
18 and 19-year-olds, just body him out the way to be.
Yeah, exactly, Dave. You know, that Spaceship Ears, he is absolutely okay. He does an absolutely average job. Much like Doug and Cakes with their shows, you know, absolutely middle of the road. And then you come to this live stream and you go, wow, he's not even quite as good as Cakes and Doug. So they've got a bunch of little fun little hidden things in the queue here. So you can find little, you got your clock. There's a ship's wheel up there.
There it is.
It's like Mr. Smee's hat. I'm not sure if you guys can see it. So there's some fun stuff all through the queue to play like little, you know, what kind of, how many items can you find? We got Wendy's bow up there. Buddy Hepburn, welcome in. Time Runner, good to see you. Time Runner, you should have your shirt being delivered very soon. Over here we've got, what's the little guy's name? It's escaping me at the moment. Anyways, it's his hat. It's his top hat.
Are those three just being squished? You three just squished together.
And we have Tinkerbell over here, but that's with the Disney Play app.
Good job, Lily. You're a good brother.
So you can see the line continues all the way back out through the castle right now. And that tells you how important it is to maneuver.
And then you too?
Animal, did I say good morning? Good morning, Animal. And my apologies, J-Laps, you sent memberships. Let me get back to my phone real quick so I can double check. Oh, it's not letting me go that far back. My apologies, J-Laps, but ice cream's in the chat for J-Laps, everybody, and thank you for the gifted memberships. Congrats to everybody who snagged one. You now have access to the member emojis. And you may notice that we do have our no Halloween until October emoji there for the members. See any other little items here and there? I think on the other side of this beam right here is a little wagon of some sort. Whizman Tyler, welcome in. It is so muggy out here. I am already a pile of sweat. And splashy, yes, I know what would cool me down. A nice ride on Tiana or Grizzly.
No, I'm just giving the people
Well, thank you, Dame Dystopia. Yeah, I'm a firm believer that Halloween should stay nicely tucked away in October. We do turn into Scream part casual in October, but we wait until October 1. OG Heather, did I say good morning, Heather? Good morning, Heather. And there's the little wagon up there. And then there's a really fun little trivia tidbit, little Easter egg at the very end of the ride as well. You can understand no Halloween in August, but the Christmas people can have 2 months of Christmas. Yes, I'll allow it.
So then we can pick something else.
I think the problem I have, and I'm okay with Christmas starting in November, but I would prefer that it wait until after Thanksgiving. That's my feeling. I think Halloween can have all of October, and then just relax and, you know, kind of get prepped for Christmas and everything. And then on Thanksgiving, you can kick it into Christmas. But I think the problem for me is that when you start Halloween in August, especially when, like, you've got HHN starting and Disney doing their Oogie Boogie Bash or the Not So Scary Halloween parties in August, by the time October actually rolls around, people are like so tired of Halloween stuff. It's like nobody feels really into it anymore. That's the general feeling I get. And good morning, Mama's Oil Factory. It's always Christmas in my heart. Yes, I agree.
What was it last time?
You do it, Kate?
23.
And I guess we're in line in front of SETI Web. Where you at, SETI Web? Time to get a quick peek, see if maybe we see him. It is so muggy out right now, guys. Yeah, and I'm not saying that, you know, people can't decorate their house and do Halloween or Christmas whenever you want. That's perfectly fine. It's when it's, you know, the parks and everything are decorated in August for spooky time. It's like, that's a bit much. I could even, you know, possibly bend a little bit and say, okay, maybe mid-September, but August is just way too much. Way too much. Rather have you guys stare up into my nostrils. It's a lovely 108. Well, when I got in the car this morning at 10 to 5, I got in the car and my dashboard said 80 degrees. I I was like, there's no way it's 80 degrees already. But I kind of believe it now. EXP, welcome in. Exactly, a fall holiday. So let's keep it in the fall. Yeah, why don't we say that? Why don't we say September 21, you know, the start of fall is when Halloween season can begin. Look at that. I'm willing to give you guys an extra 8 days. Vanessa, welcome in. All right, enjoy the ride, everybody.
Come on, everybody, here we go! On to Neverland!
There it is, Whitney. Second start on the right, straight on to one.
And if you guys notice right here that, oh, hold on, focusing on the wrong thing. So that hook right there, oh, and we got the gimbal going all over. That hook was from the original Chicken of the Sea pirate ship that used to be about where Dumbo is right there. All right, so that's what happens when you rope drop Peter Pan. Let's see, how long did it take us? In line, off the ride in 15 minutes. Yeah, that's not going to happen very often the rest of the day, kids. Peter Pan pretty much sticks at about 35 minutes and up. That's why oftentimes we can't even do a sweeper Peter Pan because I'll miss coffee. But Christian, welcome in. Jeremy Dawes, welcome. Nutsy McLewis, welcome in. Tina Fraser, welcome in. Trying to go back a little bit, see if we missed anybody else joining us. I got nothing, welcome in. Space Mountain just opened. Okay, was it closed this morning for rope drop? Because At one point, it looked like a whole bunch of people just left the Tomorrowland side of Rope Drop to come back this way. And Steve K, welcome in. All right, let's go ahead and activate some of these real quick for you guys while we've got a moment. We've got Snow White. And then we'll do Mad Tea Party. Oh, it's not moving. Now we can do King Arthur Carousel.
Come on, everybody. Here we go.
It's hard to see with the glare. That's a short one. And Mr. Toad. And Shelby Plans the Magic, welcome in. And Optimistic Dudette asks, have you ever built a lightsaber? I have. I've been in there twice. I did it once with my son, who actually built the lightsaber and kept it. And then we did one recently where I went in just for the build, but I didn't pay or keep the lightsaber. So what they are doing right now is before 2 o'clock, you can go and you can go through the whole process of building the saber. Ooh, early morning zen, without having to pay for the saber. But I'll tell you, when you're done with the whole presentation and everything, you really want to bring that saber home. So just be warned. If you're the type that can suddenly drop $250 because you really want something, be careful in there. You may end up $250 poorer when you're done. All right, let's see if our friend Spaceship Ears has just entered the park right now. So let's start heading over down Main Street to go catch our friend Spaceship Ears, I think. I was going to say, let's take a ride down Main Street, but I don't know where they are, so I'd rather walk and hopefully catch them. Chandler Harrison, welcome in. Wonder how many people leave crying. Yeah, I can imagine. You know, if you got a little one that really likes Star Wars, and they go build the saber, and then you tell them, okay, let's leave it here, and we're gonna go to Disneyland now. They'd be like, what? Because yeah, it's a pretty well done ceremony and presentation that they do. So. All right, let's see if we can. All right, is Spaceship Ears live right now? I didn't even check that. I know he was going to be doing his first ever in-park live stream today, but I wasn't sure if he was going to do it, get everything set up as he's walking in the park or not. So. Oh, yep, he is live. Let's go check his. Oh, he's over by the fire station at the moment. So let's go surprise Spaceship Ears. And thanks again, everybody, for joining today. Hope you guys are ready.
Hey, there he
Hey.
is. You found us. How you
Yep,
doing?
good.
buddy?
How's it going?
Good.
How's it
Let me
going?
say hi to your audience.
Good to
Remember
see
Danny?
you.
Should
Everybody,
should we
we've
do
got
the
our
gold thing?
friend. Yep, we got the across the streams going on. But we got Spaceship Ears, and that is a snappy T-shirt, I must say.
Yeah, where did this T-shirt come from? I wonder who made this. You know. So I'm so happy that we were able to meet up.
Yeah, perfect, man.
This is my first ever live stream.
Yeah.
So I hope that Danny can teach me a few things here or there. So we were just walking into the park, and Dad was telling us about the archway and how important that is.
Yep.
And we just entered the castle, and we talked about
Awesome.
the importance of weenies.
Yep.
So have you been in the park and gone?
Yeah,
on
we
anything yet?
just rope dropped Peter Pan real
Excellent.
quick, and
Sounds
so we're ready to go wherever you guys are going. We're happy to tag along.
Either way. Okay, sounds good.
So everybody, I just want to make sure you guys understand who we're with. This is Spaceship Ears. He is a content creator here on YouTube,
That's right.
and this is his dad, John DeCure Jr.
That's right.
This man is responsible for Spaceship Earth and a bunch of other stuff at Epcot, all kinds of crazy cool stuff, and we're going to get to walk with him through.
Most importantly, I grew up with the boys that did all this.
Yeah, I was going to say, and so he knows a lot of the people that built Disneyland. Everything you're seeing here, all the hands that were involved with this guy was hanging out with them.
I grew up under the pool table.
Oh man, that is so cool.
We're gonna try and tell a few interesting.
So we're going to hang out. I hope it's okay that we tag along like
Absolutely.
that.
Are
You
you
know.
kidding? I hope it's okay to tag along with you. My goodness.
So we're going to get some really cool info, stories, and insight from a former Imagineer and a wonderful, wonderful man. I've gotten to hang out with him a couple of times now,
You're so
and
kind, Danny.
it is
And we're
just
so grateful.
so
for what you
fun,
do.
so
Oh
cool.
my gosh, it's impossible to say how much happiness and joy you bring to people. So grateful.
I'm just a guy with a phone on a stick.
Yeah,
that's all
well,
I
that's
do.
what I am too today. So I'm just muttering along, trying to do my thing.
Well, let's head on in.
Yeah, you want to do? Should we get pirates out of the way?
Let's
so that
go
we-
ahead and get pirates
we can,
done.
we can
Yeah.
suffer through
Yeah.
together. Okay, sounds good.
Enjoy the street because it's the gateway to the experience. Moving out of the real world into the fantasy world.
Yep.
So we were talking about weenies, right? Tell us what a weenie is and why it's important.
Well, I think
Beyond the hot dog connotation.
it all started with Walt's dog. And he would come home and the dog just loved hot dogs.
Yep.
And then Walt would wave the hot dog. We called it a weenie.
Right.
And that dog would come running. And so he thought, well, in our parks, there are things we should put that the people will come running to.
Yep.
And the castle, of course, being one of them. So that's where that all started, the weenie business,
Yeah.
the hot dog business.
I think one of my favorite things is the genius of Main Street, not only as that, funneling corridor and that kind of home base so that you kind of understand, where you came in and where you go back out.
Right.
But the fact that the way they constructed it to put you at ease,
Yes.
to start pulling away all of that tension, all of that, anxiety that you might have, it just quickly starts dissipating. So you travel down the street, and by the time you reach the hub, the castle, you are ready for whatever adventures, your subconscious is open to being a kid again.
That's right.
And its origins, of course, were Walt's hometown.
Yep.
So it's kind of coming home.
Yep, exactly.
John Hench, who is this guy's boss, this is small guy, he uses the term the architecture of reassurance.
Yes.
I love that term.
Yeah, that is such a great term.
Yeah, because it really nails what they're trying to do here.
Yeah.
With every small little detail. But you can back into that life over there.
I actually did a photo study for my photo class. That was my final.
Really?
I did the details of Disneyland. And so I would take a wide shot of an area,
Okay.
and then I'd zoom in a little bit and give you like a little bit of a close-up, and then I would like dial in on one of like really the detail.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, so it'd be like, you know, you'd be looking at Adventureland, then you'd zoom into the tiki torches, and then you'd zoom in on a skull.
Nice.
You know, so that it's all the different, you know, aspects. Like you're seeing it, you know, in its context, and then you go to the detail and say, okay, this tiny little thing, you just kind of walk past it,
Right.
but your brain is picking it up and saying, that's not normal to have a skull on a stick.
Well, what John Hench would always talk about would be eliminating the contradictions.
Yep.
All the way down to that detail you were talking about. Everything had to be supportive and continuity. And when the contradictions start to occur, if you do something wrong, people know, they intuitively know.
Yep.
And they begin to turn off their immersion. But we'll talk more about color.
Oh, yeah.
On Main Street, because it's not only the architecture, it's the
Yep.
selection of the colors. We went through the duel.
And Parrot Lady Cheryl, welcome in. Derek Slight, welcome. And I'm hoping you guys are able to hear John as he's talking, because he's kind of given a little bit of insight as to, you know, the people that he worked with. His direct boss was John Hench. For all of you theme park aficionados, theme park geeks like me, the name John Hench instantly perks your ears up. So, but we're gonna head over to Pirates right now. We're gonna ride with John and John, and maybe we'll discuss the new Pirate Edition afterwards. You think? Lenny Fierro.
My gimbal just overheated.
Do you have it balanced? You balanced it at the beginning?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Let me try it again. See, I'm a novice at all this.
What about that?
Yeah, the first time I was using this gimbal, I forgot to balance it, and it
Yeah.
was just constantly overheating because
Oh, is that
the
why?
motor was trying to keep it in balance.
I'm going to do my best.
Give John a mic. I will do my best to be able to get him a mic. I don't have a. I've tried to do a second mic, but it doesn't work for some reason when I've tried. We may give it another try in a minute. Yeah. I've got another one, but every time I've tried it, it's like it doesn't pick it up very well.
Right. Forgive the little bumps here and there, folks.
Lenny Fierro, did I just say good morning to you? Good morning, Lenny Fierro.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is such a process learning how to live stream at the parks. Why don't we double check and make sure it's balanced? You want to pause at one of the workstations and?
I think we got, let's see. I think I got it.
Okay,
Let's see if this helps.
cool. Thank you. Okay, I will do what I'll once we get off of Pirates, I'll see if I could get the other mic working, and we'll try to have John with the second mic. And Troy Berg, welcome in.
Nico, thank you for the sound check.
And other than a little humid and already kind of warm, it's a beautiful day here. Cannot complain other than that.
Oh yeah.
Dr. Doom, welcome in. Is that you, Sanchez? Sacktown Redhead, welcome. Amy at Disney, welcome in. All right, here we go. Look at this. Almost no line whatsoever. Wondrous Journey, welcome in. Thanks again, everybody, for joining this morning. We do have our friends, Spaceship Ears and John DeCure Jr. We will take row 3.
I like this line. How about that line, folks? Now, what's your audience asking for? Anything in particular they want to ride?
No.
Okay.
At least, well, they always want me to ride Tiana.
Of course. Grizzly.
Inside the boat and watch the children. And remember, no flash pictures. Now off with you. Bienvenidos,
We're on the edge, so we might get a little bit of splash.
Permanezcan sentados con las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del barco y cuiden a los niños.
OSK, welcome in.
All hands prepare to go ashore by stepping out to your right. Ahoy there, crew. For your safety, remain seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the boat. And watch the children. And no flash pictures.
Does anybody have any idea why they don't serve breakfast at Blue Bayou?
There we go. I found a switch that was locked on the back.
Ah, there you go.
I had a switch on the back that was locking the rotation, so it was not happy. I think I got it now. We'll see.
Yes, please, no spoilers for movies in the chat, please. No spoilers.
Talk about details. One of my favorite details in this ride are the little fireflies.
Yes. Yeah, I think that's probably one of the more magical little details. The way they created the fireflies on the little wires. All right, guys, I am going to go ahead and be quiet the duration of the ride. We will catch back up when we come up the waterfall. A little bit of a backup.
Keep a weather eye on colleagues. And one eye tight. Both hands. There be squalls ahead. And Davy Jones waiting for them. What don't you pay? Psst, avast there. It'd be too late to alter course, matey. And there be plundering pirates lurking in every cove, waiting to board. Sit closer together and keep your ruddy hands inboard. That'd be the best way to repel port enemies. And mark well.
We should have told people to get 3D glasses because they have left and right here. Okay, Danny, are we emotionally ready?
I hope so.
Hold me down. Kelly wanted me to make the hee-hee voice. Hee-hee, Kelly. Interesting.
You know where it begins. Now proceed at your own risk. Please be the last friend. You may not survive to pass this way again. Dead men tell no tale. No fear have ye of evil curses as you. Properly warn ye that I, who knows when that evil curse will strike the bleeding altars of we're going to sink the ship! He's got it! Forward! Captain Jack Sparrow and the treasure. Yeah, please, Red.
We're not taking cars. No.
Gentlemen want the room. Don't jump off.
Scurvy scoundrel. Do I hear 10? A hen for a 10. 10?
I'll give you 20 for the wrong.
To see the look on Captain Jack Sparrow's face when he hears that it is only me what's got the goods. Keep still. I'm studying me map. Oh, it's the treasure map for sure, and no mistake. Come over now,
I raise a toast to one of my many shipmates lost at sea. Salute. It is me. Passengers down to the seas been kind. Who can tell what dangers lie on tomorrow's time?
Jay Bay, welcome in, and good morning, Zippity Doo Doug.
Hope you're doing great. Kelly, I think that command is exclamation mark Doug, if you want to try that again.
If you guys don't know our friend Zippity Doo Doug, he has a very average podcast that he does every morning, a coffee talk with Zippity Doo Doug. Be sure to go and check out our friend Zippity Doo Doug. Link is in the chat, everybody. And I was going to mention our total for our Chalk Walk team was approaching 28,000. But thanks to a couple of donations this morning, we are over $28,000 as a team. Everybody, thank you so much, everyone. That is absolutely amazing. We will be walking tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. We will be live here at Disneyland before the parks open, walking through with our friends from our Park Streamers and Friends team. I will be live. Barry Place 28 will be live. Porting, California will be live. Sockfried the Sock will be live. Christy PH Disney will be live. Matthew Fritz will be live.
When your boat stops, please. Ahoy, mateys.
And that is just our team. We also have our friends Living Dead fam who have a team. They will be live. I'm pretty sure Slim Devin will be live. Jen and Donnie from Donnieland will be live. So you will have a ton of live streamers here at Disneyland tomorrow morning for the Chalk Walk. We hope you'll join us. Feel free to pop into all of the different live streams and give your support to all the streamers. If you total our teams, we've raised, well, we're closing in on $40,000 raised between our two teams.
We head this way for a second?
Yeah.
We got to talk.
Yeah.
So, that pirate, what do you think?
I think he came to life a little too soon.
Yeah.
I really prefer the old static figure.
Yeah.
It's interesting to me because he looks much more realistic in real life than I expected.
Mhm.
When I see him on video, it looks painted on. It looks very
Right,
fake.
yeah.
And
Yeah, it looks a little
painterly,
bit looks a little bit better
right.
in,
It looks
in
better
person.
in person. Having said that, I still have issues with the narrative.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
agree with you 100%.
The sound is a little too much and a
Yeah.
little too goofy.
The whole
It doesn't.
haha
Yeah.
is just-
There were several people. El Patron, welcome in. They were saying in the chat that they could probably tolerate it a little bit better if he wasn't making any sound.
Right. Yes.
You just
So,
come to life.
yeah. But yeah, it breaks down so many different parts. And I mean, it's like they had the technology to put an animatronic there when they built Pirates, and they chose not to.
Yep.
I will defer to the greats, the masters.
We were talking about his old bosses,
Yeah.
Herbie and all the folks in quad
Well,
coats.
this
putting
is
their heads-
this is such a nostalgic place for me because I have a notebook, a Herbie Ryman notebook, that when he and Walt and a group of Disney Imagineers went to New Orleans to research this
Oh,
place,
yeah.
and all of these sketches that he did freehand in New Orleans have now come to life.
Yeah.
And so that book really should be on display here somewhere.
Yeah.
Where is Herbie's circular staircase? Is it
It's-
viewable
we're-
anymore? Is it over here?
The Court of Angels
Yes,
staircase.
yes,
That is Club 33 only.
Oh, so you can only get there if
You
you're
can't.
in
You
Club 30.
yeah.
Okay,
The general public cannot see that anymore.
Gotcha. That's too bad.
We have
That was
this
lovely.
this little courtyard over here.
Yeah.
But we took our engagement photos on that staircase,
Right.
and then they closed it off, and we've only been able to get back to that staircase once since they've closed it off.
Hey, thanks for the heads up.
So this is the royal courtyard. So it's
Yeah, that's a little different. Well, the other one,
the other one's a little bit more grand. This one's kind of the average person's courtyard. The other one has a grand curving staircase. I believe it's even stonework steps and everything.
Courtyard. This is not the courtyard we talked about. But tell us a little bit about why Herbie
It was just that, you know, art directors and production designers scout the world, and they intuitively spot something that gives them a spark, an imaginative spark. Right. And Herbie, it would be interesting to go back and research just where that courtyard really was in New Orleans.
Okay, yeah.
Promoted his
Yeah,
imagination.
that got him started. Yeah.
That got him started, and he sat there and sketched and drew, and came back and came to life. That's the exciting part about, you know, for those of us who've been making films all our lives. It's all still two-dimensional on a flat screen.
Right.
And to see those dreams and that imagination burst into reality where you can actually stand in it. You know?
Yeah. Well, I was actually thinking that right now when we were writing Pirates. I was like, Pirates of the Caribbean is basically a mini movie come to life, and they had to design it in a way that made you want to come back and see the movie over and over and over and over. And it's become...
Well, the charm of it is you're not watching it, you're in it.
Right.
And that's the
yeah, you're in the middle of it. Yeah.
Right. And that's one of the reasons I talk about immersion so much. You know?
Right.
It's one of the 3 pillars we keep harping on. It's just critical. You know it when you don't have it. It's
Yeah, yeah, and it's a very fine line because they love to do the, you're now in the story and way to go recruits and all these kind of things. And it's like, not every ride requires that type of immersion.
Sometimes you just want a coaster.
Right, sometimes you just want to be watching the movie unfold. You don't want to necessarily be an active part in the movie.
Level of experience.
Right.
But if you're pushing the envelope, you want to be where you're not in control of your physical presence. You're in a different world.
Right.
Yeah, fantastic stuff. What is the audience asking for next? Do you have any requests?
Bosun,
Other
welcome
than
in.
the vetoes that you're
Smoking
going to...
Thrills, good to see you.
Miss Debbie
Barbara
is in the
Duncan,
house.
welcome in. Schleppy.
Dame is in the house. I saw Kate's in there. Hello.
All right, just to bring everybody up to speed, we are with Spaceship Ears here, and his dad, John DeCure Jr., who, like I said, just his boss was Herb Ryman, if you know who that, or John Hench. John Hench.
Yeah.
But he can call Herb Ryman Herbie.
Yes.
So that's how tight they were. Not many people get the luxury of being able to say that. And,
Lunchmates.
yeah, exactly, lunchmates with Herb Ryman. But so we're going to be touring Disneyland. So is there something you guys in my chat would like to see and possibly hear some stories? I mean, we could walk through New Orleans Square.
Yeah, definitely. Let's do this. Here's a...
So he's giving us a view.
Here comes the hands.
Dimensionally pretty charming.
Yeah, you look at this and, you know, they added the windows, the pipes, the little balconies, all of that just to fill in this little courtyard. This really doesn't serve any purpose other than when you walk through it, you feel more immersed, more like you're in a completely different place and the place is actually real.
Foolish delights, and I think his hand is up. If you guys have questions, feel free to throw them
Cakes.
What's
Cakes is all, I know what we don't want to see. You know what? We should go on It's a Small World just for you, Cakes.
I think we should. We've got to. I mean, it's historical, right?
No, it's that process. For so many years, designers have been in real places and then translated them and put them on a two-dimensional screen. But to see them now untranslated again and come to life is really charming.
Yeah.
What's a good example of that? Haunted? Thinking about what our audiences would love to do next. I don't want to intrude. So
No.
And
And they enjoy what we do. Perfect. So wherever we head, we'll have a fun story.
Well, while it's still early, what's good to...
We can either check Haunted Mansion. We could see if Mark Twain...
Yeah, sounds good.
Do Pirates in the Haunted Mansion.
Yeah, and we'll walk through New Orleans Square to get the feel and everything, so you can see just how fun and incredibly well done this area is. The charm is off the charts. And this is the famed Blue Bayou, which for some reason they don't serve breakfast, which seems like a missed opportunity, but... And this is the former entrance for Club 33. It's right around the corner over here. And then this is Tiana's, Eudora's chic boutique. And so you've got these. This is where you used to be able to go into the court of ancient. You know what? We can probably. I'm going to see if we can peek through a little bit. I kind of don't want to go behind the bushes, but you can see back there. There's a staircase.
There you go. kind of sort of see it.
And that is the Court of Angels. Used to be open to the public, but now the main way you get there is by going through this door right here. And this is Club 33, the entrance for Club 33. If you are lucky enough to have a reservation, you simply come, push that button, and they will ask you what party you're with, and then you get to go in if you actually have a reservation. So don't be pushing that button unless you really have a reservation.
We talk about immersion a lot on this channel. This is it. It's hard to beat. And that's one of the things, honestly, I love my Florida friends. I love the other people. I always miss New Orleans. I told Dad that they were ripping out the river.
Uh-huh.
Wait a few minutes for him to calm down.
I can imagine. I think when I heard that that was happening, the first time I saw it was a post on Instagram.
Right.
And I was like, I'm not going to believe this until I see Disney post it, because that just sounds so outlandish.
Titles, right? Yeah.
That is like totally something somebody would do. I was like checking the date. Is it April 1? You know?
Well, with all the parks around the world, and they're all going to change, and they're all going to evolve. What we really want to preserve is this one.
Yeah.
Because this is the heritage of the whole idea of the beginning.
Yeah, this one has too much of Walt still in it. Yeah.
And I know lots of people from Florida, when they come here the first time, they get tears in their eyes. I mean, they've seen it before in a different form. But the fact is, Walt walked these steps, right?
Yeah. Maybe they repaved it, but...
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, and of course, Mansion not open.
Oh, it's not open? Okay.
No.
What's our second?
We could circle around to Galaxy's Edge.
We
Go that way. We
I
can.
don't know how long that is.
Rise will probably be a little bit rough right now, but we can check it out. You never know. Probably just for now. So as compensation, you could play Haunted Cornhole.
What in the world? Do they do that regularly?
Yeah,
I've never seen that before.
It's kind of a.
That's too funny.
Yeah, that's what they tend to do as a we're sorry.
Sure, why not? Well, that's funny. I've never seen that before. Gabby, my friend, hope you're doing
And one thing I did like was in Florida they changed the style of the mansion. They didn't go with the same design, same look. They gave it a whole different.
Well, of course, you've heard the story that there was talk originally about old actors actually living here.
Okay.
And running the show.
Oh, really?
Retired actors.
Nice.
Monty, if we could throw a link for TPC for our friend Danny, that would be awesome.
And speaking of which, yeah, let's throw a link for Grand and Miraculous. Our friend Spaceship Ears is doing his first in-park live stream today, but he normally does live streams where he gives deep dives into the classic attractions you guys all know and love. And then there's the carriage house that's almost bigger than the actual house.
I don't know if you've seen this, Dad. This is relatively new.
Once again, it just comes to mind that normal architects in their training are really not equipped to do what you're seeing. This all came out of the movie industry and came out of guys who practiced for years and years at doing period architecture. Because in film, sometimes we need to do that. We need to bring back the past.
Right.
And that skill set is very hard to develop if you can't dip into that movie heritage. And so there's a lot of live action. The original people that came here with Walt were, of course, the animators, but there was a major contingency that came out of live action film. Dick Irvine and those people came over and really created the architecture that we're standing in right now. And there was that interesting blend between Disney animation and live action film design that, in fact, Walt went to Welton Beckett one day, his next door neighbor, and said, "I'm doing this park and you could help me." And Beckett said, "Well, Walt, big architectural firm, said, well, you know, we'll pour the foundations for you, but you got to get some movie guys to do the buildings."
Okay, wow. So an architect knew you're not going to want what we do is not what you need right now. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, because even you think about it, a lot of the parks, especially Disneyland, because of the size constraint, they have to use the forced perspective and learn how to work in tight spaces but still give the proper feel. So they scale things properly.
Correct. getting back to what you were saying before about, we were talking about contradictions. You know, you don't want to be seeing a New York skyscraper on top of that building. In the corner.
Right.
Everything is, in landscaping, is so important at camouflaging the surroundings and making things blend in and come together.
Well, we always geek out about sight lines.
Oh,
and
yeah,
about
yeah.
seeing,
Yeah.
I can
Well,
see
it's-
that over there and so forth.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny though, because I mean, you could still kind of turn this way and you'll see, you know, Space Mountain peeking over the trees and things like that. So it's not a hard and fast 100% type of rule, but it's, you've got to get the right feel. And I've always said that because people would bring up things like the monorail going around a Swiss mountain. How does that
work?
How does that work? And I always say, the old Imagineers, the guys that developed this entire industry, they just had a feel for things. And they knew how to make it work even though it seemed incongruous. They would figure out a way to say, okay, it's gonna work like this. And I don't know if it's part that we just grew up with it like that, but when you see it, I think it's partly, like, monorail, it's going around the mountain, but it's tight on the mountain. It's like almost like sliding on the mountain itself. So it kind of becomes another bobsled in a way. It's like there's those weird things like that I think about. That is that what it is? What is, because I love to figure out what makes this work and why somebody else can't easily replicate it.
What really makes it work is the story. I mean, in film, we're jumping all over. We can do flashbacks. We're in New York, and then we're in Paris, and then we're in underground prison. How do we do that?
Right.
Only if the story weaves it all together.
Right.
And so the contradictions, and they occur everywhere. Seldom here, but they do occur.
Right.
And that's when the story doesn't quite connect the pieces and parts that you recognize.
Right.
From someone else.
Let's keep going. We're gonna head into Galaxy's Edge. And OG55, welcome in, my friend. As I always tell you guys, if you wanna complain about me live streaming and being on YouTube, you could blame OG55. He's the one who gave me my start. But OG, we've got a very special little guest with us. We've got Spaceship Ears from the Grand and Miraculous channel, and John DeCure Jr., just a fantastic man. And I am so thankful that he's been able to hang out with us several times now. This is, I think, at least my third time in a one-on-one type of situation with him, and it is a treat every single time.
So many memories it brings back. This is such a wonderful place. Cornerstone of the entire Disney empire.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, in a way, I mean, Dad has a little bit more hands-on experience in Florida because that's primarily what
Right.
he worked
Yeah.
on.
He worked on Epcot, developing Spaceship Earth with Ray Bradbury. That in and of itself would be like a high point in anybody else's career.
Any one of those. He designed the Polynesian, the Contemporary.
Oh.
What else did you have your hands on in the park? You worked on Hall of Presidents a bit.
Well, we did the post show for Space Mountain, which was fun.
Post show for Space Mountain.
Yeah. That's what got me started, sort of, in things about the future.
Okay.
And I got tagged with that.
For
That
Epcot.
led to Epcot,
Yeah.
Spaceship Earth. Did a little sojourn on Mission to Mars.
And thank you, Moz, for dropping all of our friends' links in the chat.
This was it. This was the end of the path.
And thanks for subscribing, Electroplasm.
Old school Disneyland. This is the end of the road back then.
Yeah, way back when this was the end of the road, as you said.
Once again, you're really in this environment. Look at this; it's so charming.
Yeah.
The water and the island over there.
And this was one of those things where when they announced that they were chopping some of the river out for Galaxy's Edge, I was like, you got to be kidding me. But then they did such a great job back there that I was like, I'm okay with this.
Yeah, change is okay as long as you don't change things fundamentally.
Well,
and you do it properly.
Well, I had
nothing wrong.
an issue because another YouTuber said, I know people don't like change. It's like, that's not true.
Uh-huh. Yep.
People are okay with change when they sense that it's a change for the better.
Right.
Because if I
continuity with the past.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Something, I was thinking about Madame Leota in a Haunted Mansion. It used to just be the crystal ball, the head and the crystal ball on the table.
Yep.
Then the table started being able to move around.
Right.
Now the crystal ball is away from the table and moving around.
Yep.
Those are all changes. Those are all advancements in technology, but they don't change the essence of what that scene is supposed to be and what it's doing.
No, and those advances in technology are so critical. I mean, my great-grandfather used to run a show through the South and stand on the stage in a costume.
Right.
There was very little technology, but that is directly connected with what we're doing today.
Yeah.
Through an advancement in technologies, applied properly, applied dramatically,
Right.
and in the framework of good storytelling.
All right, so
I haven't been here since they did the John Williams music.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh my goodness, it's so much better.
what a difference.
Oh.
What a difference the music makes here.
Goodness. Last time we were here, they just had some generic Star Wars-y type of music, but they didn't add the John Williams
Oh,
cues.
well, that
into
makes a difference.
It makes a huge difference. It's hard to put words on it.
And Eugene, welcome in, but bummer you can't
Folks,
be here,
thanks
but
for joining in.
hopefully, like I said, what we try to do here is give you guys a little bit of a taste of Disneyland when you can't make it to the parks yourself. So Rise looks like it's probably about 40 minutes or so.
It's a bit long.
Okay.
We got some things to see. Gotta make sure we maximize the time with Dad before the sun gets too.
Oh yeah. It's going to be quick here too. So what are some of the things that your dad would like to see, or at least kind of point out to us? Is there anything?
Well, we want to, when we get back to the hub, I want to talk about the hub a little bit. Why
Okay.
it's important. The whole hub and spoke idea is
Uh-huh.
important.
Stand in the middle of Tomorrowland.
Yep.
That works.
Well, Tomorrowland is that's a whole different.
Yeah, that's that one's kind of opening a wound.
We're just connecting what we just went through, which was a complete and total environment.
Right.
And then we'll have to ask that same question.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Yeah, so in case you didn't hear him, he said, we were over in New Orleans Square and at the Haunted Mansion, and we were noticing how the environment is a total and complete package there. Everything is working together to create that theming, that immersion, that feeling of being somewhere else. When we get to Tomorrowland, we're going to kind of look around and see if we get that same feeling. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, just a bit. And I got to congratulate you, Danny, on your attempts at the chalk walk. That was amazing what you guys have been able to pull off. All of the money that you've raised.
Yeah,
just mind-boggling.
it's
I'm so
crazy,
happy for you guys.
crazy to see how generous this community
Oh.
has been year after year. Not
Right.
even just, hey, we had one great year and then it kind of was like,
Yep.
But people are still digging deep and oh, we got Ray.
But I'm so happy for you guys. It's just.
Yeah, it's
I'm going to try and be there at the end tomorrow. We'll see how that goes. But I'm so grateful for you guys. And I hope you
yeah, no,
all-
thank you. And the support from everybody, from guys like you, it's incredibly humbling
Yep.
to see how many people have rallied around this, and as Cordy posted the other day, it's now a tradition.
Right.
It's gone beyond, hey, this is just a thing we're doing this year. This
Right.
is we look forward to Chalk Walk now.
Yes.
All right,
Kate?
let's head up and so we
Yeah,
can
go ahead,
go
I'll
to the
follow you.
Falcon.
Our friend Kate happens to ask if you happen to know the total that you've raised so far.
So far this year we are just over 28,000.
28,000.
Yes,
Oh my
we just
goodness
crossed
gracious.
28,000 this
Did you hear
morning.
that? They raised $28,000 for the charity, the Children's Hospital of Orange County, aka CHOC.
Yeah, I was messaging a friend and
phenomenal.
saying that in the 3 years that I've been live streaming, 3 to 4 years now,
Yep.
with Chalk Walk, we've raised
Yep.
more than 70. Yeah, look at that. And see, this is for whatever reason with Galaxy's Edge, I tend to just keep breezing by and I don't stop to notice a lot of it.
Right.
And I don't know why that is.
Do you think it's because the color scheme? I mean, not popped
Could
as
be,
much?
yeah. And
Dad and I were talking about that on the way
it
in.
could be that the layers don't jump out at you.
Right.
You
I
know.
mean, it's gorgeous. Don't get me wrong. But what do you think about it from a
But
color
I-
scheme point of view?
Well, I think you hit it. The various layers of the buildings need a little more distinction, I think, in terms of depth and perspective.
Right.
And when we get to the Falcon, that is my biggest pet peeve right now.
Is
It's
that
like
right?
the Falcon blends into its background a little too much.
Right.
Well, that's the question. The storyline, how wrecked up are these artifacts?
Right.
And right now they look pretty wrecked up, and maybe that's intentional.
Yeah. But I'll tell you, when they added the John Williams music and I was sitting here for the first time
Oh, yeah.
and I was hearing Binary Sunset being
Oh,
played,
goodness
it's
Oh,
I was an 8-year-old again. You know, it was like, this is so awesome to just sit here.
Wild though, how much just music will impact your perception.
Well, I said that. I was like, I always knew that music makes an impact. I mean, there's songs that you can hear and they trigger you right back to a memory from, 30, 40 years ago.
Exactly.
See, now
But I didn't
you
know
made a
how
good
much.
point here about the ship.
Right.
Is it supposed to blend in so that it's almost disappears into the background?
Right.
Or should it pop a little more?
Right. That's my thing. I feel like,
Like if the background weren't
and
beige and white.
and
maybe
as
it would
and
pop.
as impressive as it looks right here, I want to be able to walk up there and look down at it.
Oh.
I want an overhead view
Right.
so that I could really see the breadth and really get the idea that is the Falcon.
Right.
And I never get that chance
Right.
here. And I feel like that's a missed opportunity to have just even like just one of the little towers be a little spot where you can walk up and go get a picture from
That
up
was
top.
one of the reasons that Walt was so insistent on modeling in his model shop.
Right.
To build a model of the particular attraction in question, and then walk through it visually.
Yeah.
And even before you put the paths in, to
Yeah.
see just where people get their best perspective
Right.
of the feature points in the show. And I'm sure they did that, but
I'd love to see some of the models they did for
Oh, yeah.
Galaxy's Edge. It's probably hidden away in the archives. See some good friends. Bob is in.
That's another thing.
Hello, Bob. You're doing great. Thanks for being here.
And thanks again, guys. I apologize if I'm not paying too much attention to the chat. You know, when you got a guest like we have right now, I'm kind of trying to make sure that I get as much information and try to relay it over to you guys and be able to discuss things so that, going on later today, we can come back and chew on it a little bit.
well, there's another story factor. Now,
Speak up a bit.
You'd have to tell me, is this thing wrecked and grounded, or is it about to take off?
Right.
If it's about to take off, it really needs to be coming to life.
Yeah.
If it's wrecked and grounded, then that's probably appropriate.
Right.
What do you mean by coming to life? Like, do you mean
I mean, in the story,
just some
is this
steam or something?
No, in the story, is this
Right.
thing alive and working,
Right.
or is it a junkyard spaceship?
Sure. I mean, it's a heck of a weenie, but
Yeah.
does it need more? I guess what you're getting at. Does it need a little bit more motion, a little bit more lights here and there? I don't know.
Yeah. I know they wanted the ride to be where you go on the Falcon.
Right.
I think this would have been better served if it was just a walk-through exhibit type of thing, and you
Right.
can walk through, check out the cockpit, check out the little different bays and things
Right.
that it has, and then be done. I feel like people would have rather walked up that ramp than pilot it in
Right.
a ride, in an attraction.
Right.
And maybe I'm wrong. I could be completely wrong.
It's a little movement, a little steam coming out.
Yep.
Yeah,
Is
they
it-
do the little steam things every now and then. I know that. And sometimes they have like some of the characters out here and they'll pretend like they're working on it and moving stuff around and talking about it.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I'd like to believe that it could take off. If it
Yeah.
wanted to.
Yeah, if we could just get it to take off once, that'd be great.
Yep. What do you think? It's 5 minutes, huh?
Did
Is
you
that
want to?
reasonable?
You guys want to try it?
Yeah, if you don't
I'm
mind.
up for it. Yeah.
We haven't seen the Grogu version of it.
Yeah, let's
so-
go.
Yeah, if you're up for it.
We could even get you guys to pilot it.
Oh, no. I'm happy being a boring engineer in the back. More than happy to do that.
All right, guys, we're gonna head over to Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run to ride with Spaceship Ears and John. So we'll be discussing things as we go through the queue as well. But again, I think everybody wanted to walk up that ramp. I feel like the ramp was more of a would have more of a cool factor than piloting in the attraction the way you do.
You don't want this job. Action, adventure, danger. You'd faint before leaving the hangar. Oh, okay. Yeah, good point.
Keep it moving, people. Trying to do work here. Keep moving.
And then with this voiceover that they've got going on, it's a completely different tone than anywhere else in the land, it seems.
It's just another benefit of working for
It's like over at Rise of Resistance, everything is very serious, very, not silly.
So please keep moving forward and prepare yourself for an exciting career.
P. Davis, welcome in.
Battlefield world of interstellar shipping.
And again, thanks everybody for joining. We've got our friend Spaceship Ears and his dad, John DeCure Jr., a fantastic former Imagineer. Worked directly with John Hench. Herb Ryman is one of the men responsible for Spaceship Earth at Epcot, worked on the Hall of Presidents, did the host show for Space Mountain in Florida. So we have got an incredible guest with us today, guys. Is that John Shipley? Welcome in, John. I don't often go through the queue here at Smuggler's Run because we usually do the single rider line. Well, let me give you guys a view of it.
Gotta follow Daddy and learn all the tricks.
Well, that's the fun part. Is it's like there's not really tricks because you got to develop your own style.
That's true.
You're going to have your own way of doing things when you're at the parks. Everybody has, the little things that they find interesting or the way to look at stuff.
Sequence check.
Not everybody's as cranky as I am.
Now that's
cranky.
the thrust vectors. Activate turbo pump.
Curmudgeon. Yeah, you go. That's better. Yeah.
No, that's not. That's the thrust vectors again. Okay.
I've reached that age, I think.
Turbo pump. Oh, come on. Are you guys messing with me? Seriously, Hondo wants this thing fixed and back on a ship today. This is not a joke.
Yeah, see, the tone in this queue is just completely different than the rest of the land. It's so weird. It's like it's very slapstick and yeah. All right, guys, here we go. Falcon butt.
You get to see a little bit of the top.
Yeah. Oh, there's really not much of a line here at all today. It's nice and cold in here, though. I will give you that. Yeah, it'd be fun to have like a little mechanic robot moving around on the Falcon. That would be cool.
Dad and I were talking about how it's a little bit more kinetic.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, like Daddy said, they didn't have steam from time to time. It's more like
It's like as if something went wrong and kind of thing. So.
that's what Star Tours does with the Star Speeder.
Right.
It goes beep, 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 alert, alert, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Signs of life, right?
And welcome in, Camille. And I must say, our friend Spaceship Pierce has impeccable taste in clothing.
That's right. Hey, buy one. Well, this one is.
One of the very rare presentations of the pre-show that we get to see on Theme Park Casual.
What is that? How could that have happened? We don't even deliver ion disruptors. They're illegal. You know that. Shit them. Well, I had a bad feeling about that last group, but this is the group I've been waiting for. Yes. Come in. I have an opportunity for you all that is very dangerous. I was going to say profitable. You think I'm so heartless I would send my friends into danger? You insult my honor. I believe you have very little honor to insult. We'll talk later. I have to do everything around here. This is hello, my friends. I am Hondo Onak. I am offering the opportunity of a lifetime. I need flight crews to transport this valuable merchandise across the galaxy. Pilots to navigate, engineers to operate the ship, and gunners to defend the shipments. And that is where you come in. One luck, the Millennium Falcon, the fastest ship in the galaxy. Speaking means profit. Chewbacca, my fine, funny friend. Yes, as we discussed, you can leave the ship here. The spaceport has plenty of room, especially for the Falcon. What? No, it is perfectly safe. Okay, time to go, so, I found you the perfect ship. Move along, my friends. Listen carefully and remember, the better you work together, the more you earn. Your lives and my profit depend on it. Now go. You worry too much, R5. I would never send them any place dangerous. They might damage the ship. And them too, yes, well. Now, this is why I started my own company. To have ridiculous conversations with the talking trash people.
We just might get lucky and get our own ship.
Danny, at some point we got to talk about interactivity too. And how interactivity affects an attraction.
Okay.
Because sometimes it's too much.
Right. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's not.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because we've seen all sorts of cases where you give the guest just too many levers and buttons, and if the ride experience isn't good every single time you go on it.
Right.
Did you guys ever struggle with that? I don't know. It's when you have a dark ride going through the same track every single time. Your interactivity is
our level of technology wasn't up to that back 50 years ago.
That's a given.
Well, I mean, didn't Spaceship Earth open with the choice, or was that?
That was Horizons.
Oh, that's right, Horizons.
Yeah.
Then they changed. They added it to Spaceship
and
Earth.
Spaceship Earth with
That's
the
right.
touchscreen up here, which I'm not a huge fan of.
Now, see, one thing I do like about this that they do is they really make it feel like as if you're in like on a jetway and everything. It's like
I'm in there. I'm with it.
there's like some metal that's got some give to it, and little funny bumps and noises that it makes. So it works in that sense. And then when you actually get in the room with the Falcon, you feel that same little tink, tink, tink when they're walking around in the movie. So they get some of those details very good. I'm not going to throw them completely under the bus. In fact, I was hoping yesterday when I was going to do my Gimme 5, my question was going to be, has Disney lost their way?
Right.
And I was going to say yes and no.
Right. That's a good answer.
It's there's things that make you go, really?
Right.
And things that make you go, wow, they did that really good.
Yeah.
And then if you look back on the history of Disneyland and what Walt did, Walt had enough flops for you to be sitting there going, wow.
That's why you really would be important to have one park, this park, be as accurate to its originality as possible.
Yeah.
And then on all the other parks, you can experiment and
Exactly.
have this as the cornerstone.
Yeah, this is the one you don't want to go too far with things.
That's why so many of us were upset just adding a single pirate to Pirates. It's like, no, don't mess it up.
Well,
There's so much on the line.
Well, on that one, as you've heard, it is possibly what I consider the greatest attraction ever made.
Sure. Yes.
And when you're messing with it, you better be very, very careful.
Don't fix it. It's not broken.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't repaint the Mona Lisa.
Yeah. And to me, it's like one of those. I think I said it was like Pirates, Mansion, Tower of Terror. It's a Small World. Those are CEO level decisions if you're making a
If you have a
change.
piece of technology that you want to apply, I think you should come to Pirates, see what was, and then go apply it someplace else.
Right.
Yeah. Let's mess up Superstar Limo first.
Yeah,
We'll play
exactly.
there, right?
Exactly. Well, I mean, the way they've done the dark rides, most of the changes that they've made on the dark rides here at Disneyland are not egregious.
Right.
They're very much hey, they kind of plussed it up a little.
They did a wonderful job.
Right, exactly. Alice in Wonderland adding some of the visuals that are now, projection. Normally people are like, oh, no projections.
Right.
It worked.
Come on,
It has to be a technological upgrade, but this is course, you don't want to let that completely maneuver your
Right,
direction.
yeah.
And you guys can do 2 gunners and 1 engineer, or you can do 1 gunner, 2 engineers. It's up to you, okay?
I'll let you guys decide.
Alright, you guys gonna be flight crew gold today. Come on.
Flight crew gold.
That works. Flight gold.
Thank you.
Alright, good luck.
Looks like we have a young pilot with us. Yeah. And so now this part, they did this really well. The interior, this area with the Falcon, I like the way they did it, which is why I think I was saying that I'd almost rather it was just a kind of a walkthrough experience rather than having to go on the ride. But I'm a little different. Brian Williamson, welcome in. And Paul M. Newitt, welcome in. I trust you've already heard who we have with us. We do have Spaceship Ears and John DeCure Jr. So we are having an absolute treat of a day. And Karen, welcome in. So yeah, this is a special day that we get. Not only is it Spaceship Ears' first in-park live stream, but like I said, we've got him. That alone would have been a heck of a time, chit-chatting and deconstructing. And
just happy to support you guys. I was lucky enough to be on the East Coast last week with a bunch of my friends at Pete's meetup.
Yeah, those are always fun. Those look like a blast.
One of the things I love to do is to be that bridge between the two coasts. We have so much in common.
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
What you guys are doing and pioneering over here needs to be lauded just as much as anything happening over there. So, super grateful for what you guys do. So what was the reaction like when they added the Mandalorian and Grogu aspect here? Was there any negative or positive or neutral?
Gold, it is us. You guys want to do gunners or engineer?
You want to be the gunner? I'm happy to be in back. Go ahead.
I'll take the other gun.
We're pressing the red or blue button, okay? Red or blue. And that's fast. Okay?
Sounds good.
And you're going to want this side behind me so that you can choose which planet we go to.
Ah, which one is best?
They're all...
Coruscant?
Yeah, most people like Coruscant the best.
I think when you went on this the other day, was it you or Bob who kept getting Bespin over and over?
It was probably Bob.
Okay.
Yeah, because he was doing his thing for Chalk Walk with
Right.
the missions.
It just kept getting Bespin over.
Yeah. And Chrissy Julian, welcome in. If we can see Chip and Dale, we will definitely go and say hi. But when they when they made the change, I thought it was good.
Yeah.
I don't think it necessarily saves the ride for me. It's nice.
It's just nice.
Yeah.
Makes sense from a PR point of view.
Yeah. Added a little bit to the engineer seat, but.
Come closer, come closer. A brand new flight crew. Some Mandalorian will brief you on your mission.
Listen up, crew. Our bounties are 2 Imperial officers and a pirate. Our goal is to capture them and collect any crates they're transporting. Thanks to Hondo's intel, we know they're on Tatooine. Grogu and I will meet you there.
Okay, friends, you have your mission. Capture the bounties and engineers who steal their crates. See you in the cockpit.
And Camille, yeah, feel free to. You can look away, mute, whatever you like. If you don't want to have anything spoiled for you.
No, I was always on this side.
Okay.
So I got so much experience with it. That's why I asked you to be side.
Not enough. Time is money.
Alright. Pilot, step on that yellow tab for me. Perfect. Awesome. Gunners. Awesome.
Press
Good luck out there, Press it.
Okay, my friends, chase down those bounties. Engineers, grab crates from their ships. I can sell the crates, and we can split the profits. Go now, and rendezvous with the Mandalorian on Tatooine. Right, pilot. Make the jump to hyperspace, and good luck.
This is the ship Hondo sends. Let's see what it can do. Hondo wants crates. Practice on these. Engineers, hit the flashing button to activate your traction beam. No luck. Try again when we find our bounties. Gunners, take out those scouts. Focus up, gunners. Enough practice. You're ready. There's our bounties. Stay hidden while I think of a plan. Grogu, don't touch those buttons. I said don't touch. New plan. Catch one bounty. They're splitting up. Chase them down. Hit the boosters. They're escaping. We need to know where they're headed. Left engineer, launch the homing beacons. Good work. We can only follow one. Bespin, Coruscant, or Endor. Left engineer, pick our destination. Fast. Coruscant, let's head out. Grogu, buckle up. Make the jump to light speed. There's our bounty. Smooth traffic. Switching to ion cannon. Split up and draw their fire.
Hello, engineers. Remember, more crates means more credits.
They're working on Hondo. After them. Rendezvous on the other side. Engineers, grab the crates with your tractor beam. Watch out for those power couplings. They'll disable the ship. Nice catch, kid. Oh no, enemy ships incoming. Creep with the ship while I grab this Imperial officer. Backup is here. Public exposed.
Blue leader here. Clear a path.
Copy that, Blue Leader.
I'll cover you. Head the boosters. Right pilot, make the jump to light speed.
So much damage.
Mission complete. Yes, you can say hi to your new friends.
Unloading crates now. Ah, a respectable haul. To the right buyer, we can fetch a very good price.
Good work, crew. Grogu and I will hand over the Imperial officer to the New Republic when they arrive. Say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Not you, Hondo. The kid.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
This thing has seen better days. Better fix all that before the Wookiee sees it.
We have little parks and things like that. And the dairy's getting on our deal. You guys see Pete in the chat? Yeah. Thank you so much for everything you guys did last week.
The giggle always gets you. Every single time. The little giggle and everybody, oh. So
I think that was an improvement.
Do you guys do cold brew?
Oh gosh, yeah.
Okay, so Fire Dragon sent a super chat for us to be able to get some cold
That's so
brews.
nice of them. Thank you,
So
Fire Dragon.
I just don't know. Do you guys have a preference? Do you guys have the park hopper?
We do have a park hopper.
Because we could go get the banana foam,
Sure, and
or
we
we could
can
get the
do the
ones. We could
banana
get the
foam,
ones
right?
right here.
Up to you. I'll follow your lead.
No, well, I don't want to take too much of your guys' day because
We're here to just do whatever.
So
That's fantastic.
so whenever you guys want,
Yeah.
cold brews are on me
That is
or on
awesome.
Fire Dragon.
Thank you, Fire Dragon. Appreciate you guys. It's so
Yeah,
much fun to be
like-
able to do this.
Yeah, like I said, the community that we've got
Yep.
in at least the circles that I run in.
Right.
I can't speak to every
Right.
Disney content creator circles, but in the circle that I run in,
Yep.
just amazing people.
Oh, definitely.
Absolutely
People are what
amazing
makes it.
people.
So in case people join while we're on the ride,
Manny Uncanny, good to see you. It's been a minute. And yes, everybody, if you're just joining us, this is a typical rope drop for us, but we get the added benefit of our friend Spaceship Ears, host of the Grand and Miraculous channel, and his dad, John DeCure Jr., who is one of the men responsible for bringing you the incredible stuff at Epcot, in Disney World, movies, you name it. Absolutely fantastic, man.
great to be able to tag along with you guys, Danny.
In fact, if you guys in the chat can help encourage our friend John, he was thinking about starting a YouTube channel, I think, a little while back, of getting us some stories and some insight into movie making and themed entertainment. I'm thinking that we would love to have one of the greats giving us info and tips and tricks.
Well, before the memory's gone, it
Yeah,
would be a good idea.
exactly. And that's actually one of the things that we love doing. And Bob has been great about getting us so many incredible guests on the Park Streamers Hangout. We want to document all of these things and hear the stories and preserve them so that when the little kids, 40, 50 years from now come into Disneyland and they're like, how did they do this?
Right.
They can look back and hear.
Why did they?
Why, exactly. We would be able to have those stories.
Amazing mix of creative guys and women who came together to fill Wall Street.
Yeah.
You have to go back to the early days of filmmaking and ask, well, after they figured out how to get the celluloid through the camera, how did they put the team together to make a movie?
Right.
Where did those talents come from? Who decided that this guy could paint and that guy should hold the camera?
Right.
How did that all evolve? Well, that same sort of process evolved here.
Yeah. All right, so why don't we'll take a walk through Fantasyland. Why don't we walk through Fantasyland? If some of the queues are short, we'll maybe grab one of them. Head over to Tomorrowland, and then from Tomorrowland, we'll head over to DCA and get some cold brew.
I love it. That's perfect. We've got a lot to talk about, especially in Fantasyland.
I don't want to go in there yet.
Not yet? It's so funny. I've never been here with a gimbal in my hand, and I'm not used to monitoring chat, doing
Yeah.
this and doing that.
You
guys are pros.
It takes practice.
Oh
It
my
takes
goodness.
practice. And this is one of the things I love about our Big Thunder here, is it's a near 360-degree experience.
That's true.
They don't make them like this anymore very often.
That's true.
To where you can walk completely around the attraction and see it from a bunch of different angles and really get a sense that this was, something that has always been here.
You could do that a bit on monorail, but
Yeah.
not on Matterhorn.
Well, I remember when I was little, one of my favorite memories was we came to Disneyland when it was being constructed, and Dumbo used to be right over here where the restaurant is, and we would ride Dumbo, go up to the top, and you could peek over the fence to see what they were building. So I remember, personally, I really remember, Thunder Mountain being built.
Yep. I think, as I recall, when it first started, it was a little road and a stagecoach and a series of little western facades.
Yeah, they had the little pack mules.
Dad, we have a great question in chat from Lawrence. He's asking, what's the last project that you were involved with, either at Disney or elsewhere, that you care to talk about?
I think it was 3D Muppet Movie.
Right. Yeah. Muppet Vision 3D.
Oh, Muppet Vision, that's right.
We all love it. We all mourned.
Yeah.
But
that's pretty bad when you outlive your attractions.
Well, I lived for a good long time, As far as movies go, that one had a good run.
Yeah.
There's nothing to worry about there. Yeah, they actually used to have
big
Muppet
attraction
Vision.
has been passing it forward to all my students.
Oh, yeah.
We want to continue the tradition.
And did you want to give a plug to your courses?
Well, I'm teaching now online at Asbury University, and we have two things going on there. We have a archive of all the great art they've created, over 6,000 images. So I invite everyone to get online and go there and see some of the original drawings that provoked all of this.
Okay.
That's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
And then I have a class on design for film, television, and theater, where we just talk about the principles that we're talking about today.
Okay. So that's Asbury University?
Asbury University.
And you can go check that out online.
The name of the center is Longwood, the John DeCure Production Design Study Center.
The John DeCure Production Design Study Center.
It wasn't my prerogative to come up with a name.
Super casual, that's nice, and it rolls off the tongue.
Yeah.
You got to go with Longwood.
So we're just going to kind of cruise through here, maybe grab.
We've got to stop by Peter Pan. It's not to go on it, just to look at it.
Oh, yeah. I was pointing out how in the queue here, they've got all the little emblems everywhere. It's like a little seek and find kind of a game to play in the line.
There's a Fort Easter code for all of our East Coast friends.
So, are you a thank you, that is all? Or a that is all type of guy?
That's a good point. I think it's that is all, but I'm not sure. Are you a thank you guy?
I'm a thank you.
Okay. Well, it's funny that people talk about that. There's a line in this ride.
In another environment.
Yes, yes, we are in a completely different environment now. We left Frontierland, we left Galaxy's Edge, and now we are in a blend of European Bavarian
architecture.
Well, originally it was just a circus tent.
Yeah, it was all the extended castle turrets and everything, and the.
But I think the Walt's trip to Europe, and where he was inspired by the Matterhorn and that early German architecture, Bavarian architecture, is what triggered this.
Well, the way they blend it, you've got the chimneys and the manor over here at Mr. Toad. You've got the clock tower at Peter Pan. It's such a wonderful blend. Again, it's one of those ones where it's like the change is worth it.
When you tell a story in film, you condense many times 100 years into an hour.
Yep.
That's what's going on here. You're condensing thousands of years of Bavarian architecture and medieval fairy tale and legends into a momentary experience.
Yeah.
So there's a good deal of condensation to fit it into the moment.
Yeah. But again, expertly done.
Again, I have to bow my hat to unsung heroes, the movie set designers. The guys who sit there and do orthographic projections on a flat piece of paper and know how to create those details to the level that they can be constructed even.
Right.
It's a real talent and a real art. And one that is not as available today as it used to be.
Right.
And Manny Uncanny, thank you for the super chat toward the ice cream fund. Obviously, ice cream's in the chat for Manny Uncanny, everybody.
I think you can just look up John DeCure. You can find his stuff. But we'll work on a short catchy name.
And Hope Blaymeyers, welcome in. We will cover the Maestro Electrical announcement in just a moment.
Look at my channel a little bit first. Let me get out here. Is there anything short and sweet we can hop on?
I think the shortest looks like either Snow White or Mr. Toad.
I don't think Dad's seen it. Have you seen the end of Snow White? I don't think you've seen it. Let's do that.
Let's go. All right. Yep. So we're gonna get Dad onto Snow White Enchanted Wish.
This was, I think we were told that this was going to be the front of the castle.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and in the design process.
Yeah. So as the legend goes, they had the model of the castle laid out, and they were debating whether this technically is the front, because you would want the most beautiful part of the castle facing inward, because that's where the subjects and the king and everybody, that's mainly where they would be. The outside was for visitors as they were approaching. So you would normally put the less beautiful side facing out.
Right.
So that
I think it was Herbie that said, picked up the model and turned it around and said, isn't that better?
Yeah. So there was a debate going on, and as legend has it, that while they were debating, Walt walks in. The castle was in its position that you see here, with the beautiful side facing out.
Right.
And they asked, Walt, what do you think? Should it be this way or that way? And he looks at it and says, like that. And the debate was ended right then and there.
That's why you need a quarterback.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, guys, let's head into Snow White's Enchanted Wish.
This is close to New Orleans Square in terms of
And right now, John was saying how this Fantasyland is just like New Orleans Square, that he feels like as if he's in a completely different place, that the charm is so well done that he feels like he has left Southern California. And again, thank you everybody for joining today. We've been rope dropping Disneyland here, and we've met up with a couple of our friends. We have Spaceship Ears from the Grand and Miraculous channel, and his dad, John DeCure Jr., who is a former Imagineer, worked with, his boss was John Hench. If you're a theme park aficionado, that instantly makes you go, wow. And he's worked on things like Spaceship Earth and Hall of Presidents. He worked on the Muppet Vision 3D movie. In fact, he has one of the little soldiers from that production. Jim Henson sent that to him as a thank you. So, but I've mentioned it a couple of times already. This is like the third or fourth time I've been able to hang out with Spaceship Ears and John DeCure, and just amazing gentlemen.
Yeah. You get a chance when you come around.
Just making a movie in his head.
John wants us to point out how you can look through the windows.
There you go.
There you go.
Oh, you give him the con.
Oh, look at that.
Uh-oh. Now Dad's getting into it.
So those are the things that, the designers have to take into consideration. And so when you find stuff like that works, it's not usually by accident. Sometimes they get lucky and it just happens to work that way.
Yep.
But I'd say 9 times out of 10, they're thinking about, okay, where does this window go?
Right.
And they start looking around and they say, okay, it's got to be this high and should be right here and only about this wide.
Right.
Because they could have easily made all the windows the same height, but they start down here,
yep,
and it gradually goes up,
right,
and finally goes up to this one so that you can see the castle through it.
And from a kid's perspective,
Exactly.
you can see that.
And that's just it. From a shorter person, a child's perspective, you would see that view as soon as you look out that window.
John Hanks used to say, contradiction, eliminating the contradiction.
Yeah.
Really. He said you can get away with a certain amount, but there will come a moment when that one extra contradiction ruins the show.
Yeah.
It's the straw that breaks the camel's back. And that's why we have to be so concerned about every little detail. Because you don't want to create the straw that broke the camel's back.
Exactly. You don't want to be that guy. And I've always enjoyed when they redid this, because you can see in some of the dark rides, the loading area, the facade on it is just a flat painting, and that's how they used to all be. But when they redid Fantasyland and redid Snow White here, they created the whole dimensional cottage of the Seven Dwarves right there. Like Peter Pan, it's mostly painted until you get to like right above, where your pirate ship actually takes off. That's when you get, rooftops and little smokestacks and things like that. And Pirate Queen Twist, welcome in. Thanks again, everybody, for joining today. This is a very special episode. I mean, it's not often that you get to tour Disneyland with a former Imagineer, someone who has had a career in movie making and themed entertainment. So this is a huge treat for me, and I hope you guys are enjoying it as well. I could probably talk with John for hours and hours and hours, possibly in just about every attraction. Part of me wants to subject him to web slingers and see what he thinks of it. Navarro, welcome in. Oh, and thanks again, guys. We are well over $28,000 raised this year for our Chalk Walk team. Trying to get my phone to work so I can show you. Three. Oh, okay. So Cal Gal, welcome in. And thank you for Ninja watching, and thanks for jumping in the chat today. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Right, I was just saying how it used to be painted flat, and then they added the entire cottage for you to drive into. It was just amazing. And here is our total. Currently $28,109 raised. If there is a kind soul out there who would be willing to donate $11 to make it even. Right, Slappy? Barry, place 28, welcome in. If you guys don't know our friend, Barry, place 28. He is another content creator, live streamer at the parks. Also, co-host of the Park Streamers Hangout with Cordy in California and yours truly. In fact, we did get to interview Spaceship Ears and John DeCure on our podcast last year. You need me to sweat it a bit? Just gonna leave it with the 9, huh? Somebody's gonna donate $13 just to make it really wacky. Get $11. Oh, that would be awesome, you guys. 11 is my number. My birthday is 11/11.
When everyone is ready, pull down and push back up.
Soon I'll be fairest in the land.
Hi-ho, it's off to work we go.
This disguise, I'll fool them all. Sleeping death. Oh, man, don't let it get away.
So when I said earlier, don't change anything, that wasn't a change. That was an improvement.
Yeah.
This is very nice.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, and you guys just heard John.
From the old cutout?
Yep.
What do you think?
Major improvement.
Yeah. So we haven't been on this for so long that he hadn't seen the ending before.
Okay.
They did a great
Yeah,
job.
yeah, they did a great job in the refreshing that one.
So
Yeah.
it ended before with the rock. I think they were trying to tilt the
Yep.
rock
The
onto
funny thing
the.
is, they'll let anyone come here.
Yeah.
Without very miraculous.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, you know?
Good. You remember
John,
Dad?
how are you
Sure
doing?
do.
Bob?
How are you doing?
Let's go, man.
I had no idea he was right behind me. Where's yours?
I was going to try to join you guys on the ride, but you guys got in built you,
That's
and
okay.
it was taking forever.
Oh.
I was like,
Everybody-
way over here, you're way over there. I'm like, I'll just wait till I get off the ride.
Everybody say hi to Bob. Berry Place 28. The one and only. First live stream. Going okay so far. It is so far. Thanks for the recommendation. Getting tips from this. Where's your tripod? It's tonight, please. Bring it up. But yeah, at first I didn't realize I had a lock on. And it's like, it's going crazy. So,
Where are you guys going?
I think we're gonna walk that way and head over to Tomorrowland.
yeah, we have some stuff to talk about
Yep.
tomorrow.
Just remember the space we were talking about here.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. So John keeps reminding us. Take note of the feeling you have of the environment from New Orleans Square over by Haunted Mansion, even somewhat in Galaxy's Edge, here in Fantasyland definitely, and then we're going to compare it to what happens when we're standing in Tomorrowland. So again, thanks everybody for joining. We've got our friend Spaceship Ears doing his very first in-park live stream. We've just been joined by Berry Place 28, and we have John DeCure Jr. walking with us and touring the park. And like I said, this is such a treat for me. I hope you guys are getting to experience some of the geekiness that I'm getting to. I hope it's coming through for you guys as well. Because it's not.
It's interesting that Peter Pan is so crowded we don't have time to see it. That tells
Yeah.
us something about quality.
Exactly, and it's kind of, I look at it and I'm always like, why is it? And then I ride it and I'm like, oh yeah.
It's another one of those environments where
You just can't get that same feeling anywhere
swept
else.
off your feet. You're
Exactly. And it's right there, and it I love it because you're standing in the queue and the pirate galleons go right past you as they're lifting off, and it just sets the tone for it right there.
Where's the entrance? People are walking. I don't want you to get right there.
But yeah, I mean, flying over London, over Neverland, and then you get into the set where you go around the pirate ship, and I'm just like, God, it really is just
Well,
something.
I'm sure John mentioned it, but it was Ray Bradbury's favorite ride.
Yeah, yeah.
He really signed off on Peter Pan.
And it's one that's held up and has, I mean, it's always my barometer for how crowded is the park. If Peter Pan has a 20-minute wait, that means the park is dead. There might not be anybody else in the park.
But that's really, people migrate to the things that work.
Right.
So that's a great barometer. John Hench used to say, feeling better. What makes the public feel better?
Yep.
I mean, we're lucky because we're getting our 2 or 3 months support.
And we did that right at Rope Drop. We went right to it, and we waited, I think it was 8:15 when we got off the ride. And I told everybody, I was like, that's not going to happen any other time of the day. Unless it breaks down and you happen to walk by right when they open, you're not getting a 15-minute wait for Peter Pan at all today.
I love that little shop.
Yep. And they added some seating here, which very nicely done. So they added the new Edelweiss Lodge, as they call it. An extra little covered seating area. And I think that's because so many people have been getting you get your cheesy garlic pretzel bread there. And it is extremely popular.
That's sort of the people leading the architecture.
Uh-huh.
When something becomes popular, all of a sudden now we have to make a nicer building.
Right.
Everybody wants to come.
Right. You got to add capacity somehow. And OG Heather, member for 11 months, thank you so much for the continued support. It says, what an amazing day today with TPC. Yes, you know what? Like I said, I'm just the guy holding the phone on a stick. It's these guys that are making it super crazy special today. And I think everybody agrees, when the Matterhorn is not operational and you don't hear the wind, there's something missing when you're walking by the mountain. It's like you need that fun wind happening. And yes, ice cream's in the chat for OG Heather, everybody. Oh, and Hope Blameyer, since we're coming around Matterhorn, I've got a moment. How about we do the electrical parade announcement? So Hope Blameyer, this one's for you. To all who come to this happy place, Disneyland's got something that has thousands of sparkling lights and electro-syntho-magnetic musical sounds, the Main Street Electrical Parade. Is there anybody else in the chat that remembers when the submarines were gray? It was so jarring for me when they painted them. Yeah. I was like, what did they do? They don't look like Army or Navy submarines anymore. All right, so here we're entering Tomorrowland. And
maybe that was a Beatles thing.
Maybe, yeah, it could be.
Yellow submarine.
Exactly.
So stop me when you want to point something out, because
well, we got to get to somewhere. We got to get somewhere where there's something to point out.
That presumes we find something.
Yeah, exactly. So we were talking along the way about John Hench's book and about eliminating contradictions and so forth.
Did Tom have a new book coming out the end of the month?
I think so.
No, the year.
Yeah. But this place used to be so kinetic and just so active.
Yeah. I mean, you had people movers going along all over. You had the Skyway crossing right there. You had monorail. You used to have the rocket jets.
Now this is a good year. Can't beat that.
Yeah,
well, John did good on Space Mountain.
Yeah.
Oh, love Space Mountain. Always been one of my favorite show buildings.
That original sketch did it all. That's why we talk so much about in the first drawing.
Yeah.
How it just delivers and holds everyone on a path. And that drawing is almost reflective of it.
Yep.
So I'm
All
anxious
the
to hear.
detail.
There's rumors about changes to Space Mountain in Florida.
Yeah.
You guys talked about it. I'm hoping they do something like what they're doing in Tokyo over in Florida because.
Well, I would think it's going to be similar.
This is an interesting contradiction.
talk
look
about
at Space Mountain,
Mm-hmm.
and then look at what we've got up here.
Yeah. So this is one of those contradictions we were talking
I'm not
about.
saying good or bad. I'm just saying, are those in the same world or not?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Compare the two.
Well, when Space Mountain was painted like that, yes, it kind of fit, but
I don't know.
Yeah,
if
but
you
also
remember.
made it to where you didn't want to be in that world anymore.
That's true.
right.
Well, let's not be too negative.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a place for funkiness, but again, is it a whole world,
Right.
or is it a spot that doesn't quite fit in?
Yeah.
And then we have the old TWA rocket that's still here, I think.
And it's me, David T. Welcome in.
Go look at the rocket. That's not the same rocket. I worked that place.
And Hope, I will cover the scientific name of the treehouse when we're on our way over to DCA in just a few minutes. So I still love the look of Space Mountain. I wish they would just take that look and just pattern the rest of Tomorrowland after it. Because you got all these, like he was saying, you know, so many different styles and things going on. So you've got Space Mountain, you got Alien Pizza Planet that feels like it's something here.
This is where Mission to Mars used to be.
Star Trader, a little bit of a retro look to it, and then the contraption up there. Oh, we've got 2 11s already donate. 2 $11 donate. Thank you so much, you guys. I'm gonna pop open our Chalk Walk page real quick here. Actually, let me make sure I didn't miss anybody in the chat real quick here. Yeah, SoCal Gals now. Tomorrowland is just kind of sad. Yeah, when I was growing up in the 80s, Tomorrowland was the land. This one was packed, always. Because you had Space Mountain, you had it was Captain EO most of the time. So Captain EO, then you had the Starcade. They still have the sign up there, but there's no Starcade there. You had People Mover. You had the rocket jets up there. And then over in Tomorrowland, at night, you would have rock bands that would have, you know, music blaring, and it just made it to where it was a fantastic place to be. You had Star Tours. Circle Vision wasn't necessarily a big draw, but it was an innovative little way to have movies. And let's see, did I miss anybody? Compressor Man Paul, there he is. Welcome in, my friend. Good to see you. And thank you, Mama's Oil Factory, for that little note that you put earlier. Yes, I have been lucky enough to hang out with John and John. Both of them are John. I've been able to hang out with them before, but I think you guys can understand when you're hanging out with somebody who's got that kind of experience and that kind of a career in something that I am passionate about. You kind of want to just be able to pick their brain and just listen to what they say and, you know, find out, you know, what about, are my thoughts on track, or am I like off base on some of my opinions and stuff? But OG Heather, thank you so much for the $30 super chat. It says lunch or dinner on our household. Danny, be blessed. Thank you so much, my friend. Ice cream's in the chat for Heather, everyone. And Dolly, welcome in. Troy M, good to see you. Parrot Lady Cheryl, did I say good morning to you? I know I think I talked to you, but I don't know if I said good morning. But good morning, Parrot Lady Cheryl. SD James, good morning. A steampunk theme would be cool for Tomorrowland. You know, I would think that would be good if they did it right, because they went halfway with it with the 98 Tomorrowland. It was a partially steampunky Tomorrowland. And I think part of the problem is with Tomorrowland is you don't want to just demolish the whole thing and start from the ground up. So you got to keep these buildings in some way, and so you got to do just very minor cosmetic changes. And that's the bummer. I would love a mid-century modern.
Well, I hope so.
I would love for them to take the look of Space Mountain with those spikes and spires and everything, and just kind of flow it all the way through the land and let it be a retro, a mid-century modern, retro-style Tomorrowland. But then at night, it turns into Tron from Tron Legacy. So you've got all the lighting that outlines the buildings. You've got music that's playing. That's the Daft Punk music, and then you could take this big building, and that becomes the end of line club where you can have dinner and drinks and everything in there, and so you've got a moneymaker.
If you're going to do tomorrow, have a little history that shows why tomorrow is important.
I would love for them
and
to.
going up that escalator into Epcot in the City of the Future.
Mm-hmm.
A nice show.
Oh, I would love that. Or like you said, bring back American Scenes. That'd be awesome.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, America Sing, as much as people give me grief about that, that would be the one attraction I would love to be able to take my son on.
Yes.
I think even more than original Star Tours.
Thankfully, it is preserved in some fashion.
Yeah, we've got a little bit of footage. But yeah, I mean, just showing him that footage, he was like, oh man, I wish I could have saw that.
Right? Could you give me 1 minute while I plug in over
Yeah.
here? Yeah, then we could go to the hub and get your coffee. And then...
Yep. We're going to go get banana foam cold brews. You want in?
Not unless you say Banoffee. You say it, I might get one.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Did you guys hear that? Did you hear the challenge, the gauntlet that has been thrown?
I don't drink coffee.
I know, that's why I'm saying. I mean, I don't want to. We got Chalk Walk tomorrow, and I don't want you feeling like, oh my God. So maybe we'll table that one for another day.
Yeah, right. I just don't think you want to say Banoffee.
Well, number one, yeah, that. But I also seriously, it's like if you have coffee and it's like got a bunch of cream, and if it
I gotta run to the bathroom real quick.
if it makes you to where you're like sick and you're not feeling good for Chalk Walk tomorrow, then I'll be upset. I'll be upset at myself for doing that to you.
He's in the bathroom. He can't make it out. He's not feeling well. He's sick to his stomach.
He's got a triple B, but a different triple B. I don't even know what that means.
I meant to bring some of my other stickers, but I forgot them. But
Ooh, it's gorgeous. Very nice. Oh, this is gorgeous.
Just say it and owe it later. Oh, cool.
For you.
Oh my gosh.
And it wouldn't be a visit from Berry Place if there weren't stickers involved.
I also brought you guys.
Wow. Oh, you got some good stuff.
So this is.
Oh my gosh. You're the best.
So this is my Halloween keychain and my new logo keychain.
Wow, we cleaned up today.
Yeah. Well, actually, I had some more stickers. I forgot.
You guys have
Oh,
one of these,
yeah, I love
Oh,
these.
yeah.
I'm still trying to digest steampunk.
Steampunk, I know.
Random
Yeah, it's
miraculous
tomorrow.
stickers.
I know. Nah.
It's really Victorian. Sort of
It could be cool. I just didn't think it was as cool as it could have been for here.
Well, I guess the real question to ask is why didn't it work?
Because they went halfway on it.
Yeah, they didn't go all the way.
It was a piecemeal type of a redo of Tomorrowland, and so they didn't want to retrofit too much of it. So you have buildings that are these shapes, but painted in a bronze or coppery kind of.
You can still see it's reminiscent of here.
Oh,
Yeah.
And then they did that. They did Space Mountain, and they did the front. That's it. The rest of it stayed the same.
Yeah.
Right where the
So they left Star Tours entrance the way it is. So it just was that was just like.
They had the spires in the front that kind of went down.
The rocks, yeah, the French fry rocks.
We certainly got Space Mountain, but they need a power show, a real power show. See, I still like the old carousel because it really took you from history into the future.
Right.
And that was, I think, thematically appropriate. So here.
Yeah, unfortunately, most people would say, "Oh, it's kind of boring." It's like, well, you guys.
Yeah, I think but there you get the technology problem. When it was first initiated, its technology was amazing.
Right.
Not anymore. So you'd have to really pump that up.
Right.
And also you're moving. How many theaters do you go into where you're actually in motion?
Right. Yeah, that was like my favorite part of America Sings, when the lights would go up and you couldn't see anything really, but you could see shapes and things in there, and it starts moving. It's just so much fun. And that's the one thing. It's like you can watch a footage of America Sings, but you don't get to experience, because you need that motion, that change from one scene to the next, and everybody clapping along. It just, I'm waxing very nostalgic right now. I apologize, everyone.
We're into researching a concept that never made it off the drawing board, but the painting did. It's George Washington crossing the Delaware.
Okay.
And it was done as a post-show. Actually, it was anticipation of American Adventure, before American Adventure was developed. And the notion was that the audience would be in a complete circle vision theater, but that they would rotate. And of course, there was a lot of comment, well, we got circle vision, what do the people need to rotate?
Right.
But there was something about putting the people in motion and having the animation, between the animation layering and then the screen. Right. Even though you could have the screen do the movement, the fact that you were moving made it something very special.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where it's like, it seems, well, you wouldn't have to do that, but if you do, you've added a different perspective on things. It's a whole nother layer and sensation that's happening that you can't mimic with just film. You know, so there's those kind of things to take into account.
And people have been sitting in chairs for several hundred years now, without
for a
motion.
while, for a little while, yeah.
Without motion, and so when you move them, it becomes eye-catching.
Yeah. Well, they've got a theater show at Universal where the seats individually can do all the motion, and when I took my son, well, the first time I went on it, I didn't know the seats were going to do that, and all of a sudden everything starts moving. I'm like, whoa!
Yeah.
And so when I took my son, I didn't tell him about the seats and wanted to get his reaction, and he had the same thing. It was just like, whoa! Yeah. And that's what you're looking for. You want those little wow moments. That's why Rise of the Resistance, there's a scene in there, there's a sequence that gets the wow out of everybody.
Look at all these people. Now, why aren't they sitting at home watching television?
Right, exactly.
Because this is a lot more fun.
Yep.
And they feel better when they come here. Well, I will take 2 seconds.
Yeah, may as well.
Taking a seat. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, we're just about ready to.
Yeah, just.
I'm gonna order our cold brews. Sure. How's that?
Sounds good. Absolutely.
John, are you framing me sitting?
I am. So.
Am I the only?
Because you're the guest of honor.
Even movie stars.
I'm gonna say it so that he doesn't hear me. But how cool does he look in that hat? I could not pull the hat off. There's no way I could wear that kind of hat and still look cool. Well, I'm guessing that it's the heat that is keeping people away, because the wait times are supremely not bad at the parks today. I'm going to make it for 11 to 11:15-ish, just so that we don't have to rush over there. If I need to adjust, I can adjust.
I think I'd ask some questions like whatever happened to you. Oh boy. But yeah, but the seeds of that idea of better ways of living. Right. What is a better hospital? What is a better airport? What is a better? And I would put tastes of that here in tomorrow. So you could walk in and see tastes of a new operating hospital that save people's lives, you know, and a new transportation system. So do a little bit of.
Now, what about the people that say if you do something like that, you're going to be chasing technology all the time, and you're going to have to redo things every,
You said unlimited budget.
Yeah, that's fair. You can blame me.
Oh, okay. That I didn't catch that. Never mind. Now I get it.
I think that's a valid criticism. But what is less costly to try to not do anything, you know. I mean, Communicore to me, really, Ray Bradbury wanted Communicore to be an idea shopping center.
Right.
Kind of a Wall Street of new ideas. And I think maybe you don't do as much physically as you do. Look at that ride we were just in.
Mm-hmm.
We were flying through space, and it was mostly projection.
Right.
So I think you can walk through the hospital or the airport of the future without actually having to physically do it.
Right. Okay. Gotcha.
And I think those are the kind of shows that do well here.
Yeah.
What are better ways of living?
Yeah,
The old Monsanto. Remember the old Monsanto house? Yeah. I mean,
House of the future.
House of the future.
Well, that was one of the things that Disneyland did really well, was that it inspired you to think. You know, never mind the fun, creative aspect. When you hit things in Tomorrowland, there were things that would make you think of, how did they do that? Why did, you know, could we get to that point? That sort of thing. And it was really an interesting. And then when I went to Epcot, it was that, you know, times a million, because Epcot just was amazing how inspiring it was for me. And I didn't go until I was in my 20s.
Right. Well, I'm sure they're going to continue to do that, and I think they will build a hospital of the future someday there.
Yeah.
And the airport of the future. But I think here you should just have a taste of it. You can't do that. You don't have the 27,000 acres.
Yeah.
But here you can give people a taste of tomorrow. And I think that's the real question. I like that phrase, a taste of tomorrow.
Yeah. How about we do the people mover, and as you go through different buildings, there's stuff that happens around you that it's,
Well,
you
do
know.
you remember the post show and
Yeah.
Spaceship Earth?
Yeah.
Well, you could build on that idea.
Yeah.
And
Just so we can get our people mover back.
Right. Just having the people mover back.
Exactly.
No, I think this is an area that could give us a taste of tomorrow.
Yeah.
And right now, they need to work on that.
Yeah, a little bit.
It needs something.
It needs a little help.
Buzz Lightyear's not part of the future?
And Teacher Tammy D, thank you for the gift and thank you for the gifted membership. And let me see if I can find out again who got that membership. And it's me, David T. Congrats on snagging that membership. All right, we got until about 11:20ish to pick up cold brews if we want to. I can always adjust the time. I can always adjust the time. We can pick them up as early as 11.
Whatever you gentlemen want to do, it's fine for me.
And again, thanks everybody for joining today. We've
You have
got
to give a nod to John before we leave. Johnny?
Yeah.
You have to do a nod to John Hinch.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Give me one moment.
Space Mountain is really well done.
oh yeah, absolutely timeless.
Yeah.
All right. What did you want to say? Get close
Just
to
want
the
to give a
mic.
nod to John Hinch, and I think that design on Space Mountain is really timeless. It's quite a beautiful thing to experience.
Yep.
And God bless him. And it all started with that first drawing he made.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, I think it was a great drawing.
yeah. So he's down there, or up there rather. And, it's always nice to keep remembering where it all began.
Yep.
Well, that's why I like what they're doing over in Tokyo, because even though it's the new rounded version, it still has the spires and still has the, you know, the feeling that, hey, this is still Space Mountain and part of the original.
Well, that's what we were talking about before, the beauty of setting the style here and then letting it evolve in other parts. You know? And it can be different. It can morph and emerge as long as it has that direction and that conceptual kickstart.
And Kate E, did I say good morning, Katie? Good morning, Kate.
Okay, John, pay me off later.
Yeah. We're saying a little prayer to Mr. John Hinch.
Morning, Kate E.
And again, thanks guys for joining today. It's a little bit of a different type of rope drop. At least I've got several people in my chat that are absolutely enjoying this. So. And I let you guys know right from the title, this was going to be a geeking out kind of a stream. We're gonna geek out theme park style, and we are doing that. And Gladys, welcome in. Yeah, they got so many different styles going on in Tomorrowland. You got this funky little spaceship here. Yeah, again, yeah, you got the steampunk rocket jets now, the Astro Orbiter, but then it's right next to very Star Warsy Star Tours, and then you got the Buzz Lightyear. So it's just this mishmash of styles, and so you don't really know whether, you know, it's like they call it Tomorrowland, but this should just be like Space Land, not really tomorrow. Because that's really what it's become. It's just everything that deals with space. Cheyenne, welcome in. Michael Newman, welcome in. How about one round of Tianas? You never know, but most likely not. Pearls girls, good morning. And don't forget, guys, if you are having a good time in here, one easy and free way to show your support is just hitting that like button for me.
Bob, Danny, I just can't tell you. Oh, Dad, we gotta stop by the grotto for a second. Yes, if you may.
Oh, Snow White?
Mind. Just for a second.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a very, very important place for both our family and both design point of view. But we got to talk a little bit about it.
I don't know if you noticed this, but so they have this structure here. Yep. It's been here for like, what, 10 years now?
At least.
Oh, really?
At least. And so they originally were going to build what they have there on that, concept art. But they found some wires and pipes that they don't know where they go to or where they lead. And so they put that up and they've left it there since. And I don't know when they're going to ever take it down, but...
It's a monument to a contradiction.
Yeah. Yep. You think they would do something else or try to build around it?
Something, yeah.
Right.
But yeah, there's no plans, no blueprints or anything that they can find that
Right.
tell them what the pipes and wiring and everything that they found down there is for.
That's funny. Yeah, so we're talking a lot about John Hench today. And one of his mottos was eliminate the contradictions. So the next time you're in a park, doesn't
Well,
need to be
sports
Disney, it could be
edits,
any
well,
park.
welcome to the chat. Hope you have a great day here at Disneyland. If you pass by us again, say hello, and we've got magnets for you. And which cast member horsey do we have working today? Who is this? That one is Mindy.
Very intentional. Once you enter the hub, you can see into each of the lands. Each of the lands has a visual, they call it a weenie. It's a visual,
Or a carrot.
What's that?
Or a carrot.
A carrot.
But
something.
the term that Disney used was weenie.
Yeah, of course. Let's walk over there.
So yeah, what Spaceship Ears was telling you guys is the idea behind the hub is that it would be like the center of the park and the lands would extend off of it like spokes on a wheel. And so what the whole idea was, as you're coming up Main Street over here, that's the entrance, everybody comes up that way, and at the very end you could see the castle. And the castle would draw you toward it because it's like, well, why? There's a castle, let's go see what this castle is. And then once you got here in the hub, you would look toward Tomorrowland and there would be, you know, rocket jets or whatever, you know, you'd see spaceship and stuff happening over there. You'd look over at Frontierland and there's the stockade, the fort. Adventureland has the grass huts, the tiki torches, skulls, all drawing you, giving you a reason to want to go in those directions. You know, even this path over here with the Matterhorn behind there, is drawing you that way. So.
Yep. That's part of the deal. So not many other parks have a location like this where you can literally see all your options laid out across it.
Yep. And you guys know we've been to Knott's Berry Farm a bunch of times, and they don't have a central type of place like this.
But see, this is my one thing. Now that I've been to Disneyland Paris, they have the hub, and I love the hub. There's no big trees blocking you from the castle or from fireworks or from things like that.
It's all wide open?
It's all wide open.
Yeah.
Well,
So you like it wide open?
I like it wide open.
See, I don't. I like the park.
But they have trees that are cut in squares, right? Like they do on the side of here.
Right.
But it kind of fits, you know, the whole, Cinderella castle. But at the same time, or actually, I don't know which castle it is.
In Paris, you mean?
Yeah, which one is
It's a long name. It's in French. I can't pronounce it.
But the thing is that you don't have anything, when you see the drone show, when you see the fireworks, it's just open.
Yep. Good stuff. If you wouldn't mind, if we could walk over to the grotto just for a second.
Yeah. No, darn it.
No! Unacceptable.
Why do you want to go there?
Danny.
Yeah.
Again, I hope we're not intruding too much on your
Not
plans
at all.
today.
In fact, Mrs. Casual,
right.
Mrs. Casual even put in the chat, hey, he's even though he's gotten to hang out with John before, this is a special moment.
This is huge. Yeah.
So if he's not paying attention to the chat, please excuse him. He'll
Keep in
get back
mind,
to it.
I'm just starstruck being with you guys. It's more
Oh,
or less.
stop. I was telling everybody, I was like, I could sit. Well, number one, I could sit and talk theme parks with you for hours.
Totally.
I could just sit and listen to your dad for hours on any talking about any attraction.
Oh yeah.
In fact,
like I tell my audience, I grew up here. Most kids get balloons and candy and so forth. My dad would plot me outside the exit of an attraction. He would give me a stopwatch, and he would count how many people per second.
Yeah.
That's how I learned about ride capacity and about ride.
I'm going to get over here in the shade so that you guys don't overheat on me. I want to keep you all nice and cool.
One of the reasons I wanted to come back here, this was very, of course, special to Imagineers and so forth, but it's special to our family too. This is my mom's favorite spot.
It's his mother's favorite spot, and we always had to come here and make a wish.
Yep.
Every time I came here as a kid, it was 4 appointments ago. At her funeral, we got a beautiful rendering of this grotto that was displayed at her funeral. And I don't know if you know the history of these statues, but you know how they came full size, right?
Yep. They were just...
Yeah, so the story here was that these statues were gifted, if I remember correctly, from someone in Italy.
In Italy. They were postmarked from Italy.
Right.
That's as much as they know.
And they're gorgeous, but they had one problem. They were all the same size, including the Snow White there at the very top. So the brilliance of the structure.
I'm going to scooch this way so you guys can see that Snow White is roughly the same size as the dwarfs. And so that was a problem for Walt and the Imagineers. They were like, wait a minute, what are we going to do?
Same size as the dwarfs.
And so they decided that if we put Snow White up there, then she'll look a little bit taller because she's a little further up, a little further away.
Yeah, exactly.
And West Coast V, thank you for the high five. Ice cream's in the chat for West Coast V. Yeah, this is one of the nicest, and this is one of the things that I've always loved about Disneyland is they've got those little nooks and crannies where there's not a lot going on and you can just kind of just relax. Let's grab a quick selfie.
Oh, absolutely.
All right, guys, we're going to do a quick selfie here. Yep. Everybody get in?
Another Herb Ryman.
Can you get in?
Squeeze in, John. There we go.
I didn't realize.
Wait, John's
there we go.
There you go. Enough.
It'll be all right.
We'll Photoshop it. All right.
Again, you're in a wonderful little envelope.
Yeah. And this is another one of those things where I'm always saying parks need places like this where you can just stop, breathe.
And you're completely correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everything is so e-ticket focused these days.
Right.
Everything is e-ticket, e-ticket, e-ticket. There's nothing wrong with e-tickets. But you've got to have the calm between the peaks, you know? It's so important.
Well, you know, when Walt took his kids to carnivals, that's what he was complaining about. He wasn't so much complaining about the rides. He was complaining about the lack of ambience.
Right.
Take a picture of you guys.
Absolutely. Get in there. Great.
Cool.
So he had a chance here to create movie worlds.
Right.
He did for his audience.
Yeah.
And these little moments really, I think, speak to that.
I wonder what's going on over here. We've got a family that's got I don't know if that's an ultrasound or.
Oh, that's adorable.
I think it might be an ultrasound, and they're taking pictures.
Well, there are a few proposals and other interesting things that happen in this spot. So.
Yeah. Well, I always laugh because I like see people with like tiny little infants, you know, here, and I'm like, why would you?
No, unfortunately, I didn't bring one.
A penny?
Yeah,
no one has coins anymore. Yeah, well, I'm not throwing that away. That's all good. What's that?
Snow White's going to go broke.
I know.
They need a stripe reader. We need a Venmo.
And DiMaggio, welcome.
I just want to say hi.
Oh, sorry.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
you. OC Disney D.
OC Disney D.
Yeah.
And, are you,
And Glenn.
Glenn, okay,
Yeah.
awesome. Do you guys want to say hi to the chat?
Yeah, sure.
Everybody, we got OC Disney D and Glenn here, everybody.
Hi, everybody. Happy Saturday.
Awesome.
How's your foot doing?
What's that? Oh, it's doing good now. Now I'm good. But
right
there you
on.
go,
Oh,
some
thank
magnets for you guys.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we catch you all the time.
Awesome, thank you. Yeah, we see you in the chat.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks for
nice
saying hi, guys. Yeah.
We saw you were here. We hunted you down.
Like I said, thank you for saying hi. I always love it when you guys come and say hi to me.
Well, thank you. Have a
Awesome.
great
You
day.
too. Stay cool.
Thank you. What did I tell you? We're starstruck.
Nah.
Come on. All good when we see friends here.
Always fun when the viewers come and say hi.
Neil has an interesting comment. He says, Universal forced Disney to change the way they create.
Oh, all you guys are waving at them. That's nice.
Of course, you know they have.
Should we grab the fire engine?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to grab the fire engine to ride down Main Street. Hi, were you able to catch a ride?
Yes, you are. Hi guys, we were just talking about you.
All good things.
All right, now make sure you guys watch your step.
Yeah,
okay?
let's have John go there because he can ring the bell for us. You're going to ring the bell for us.
And you guys as well, watch your step.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I know. We agreed today because I'm sure tomorrow.
And don't forget, guys, when you ride the fire engine, you can get to the back, and you are allowed to ring that bell as much as you want.
Guys all stay seated, keep your hands, arms, feet, legs inside, and parents watch your children.
Yeah, that's me.
Yep. All right. Now let the bus go through first.
I'm very proud of being in my second childhood. So.
There you go.
Awesome.
There you go.
Love it.
Awesome.
And don't forget, guys, that Walt himself would drive this around the park. In fact, I think that's what I have that on the thumbnail. I've got me sitting in the driver's seat because I asked if I could get a picture real quick, and then the driver said, "Oh, why don't you sit in the seat? Go for it."
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I was just trying to get a shot of the fire engine. He's all, "Why don't you sit down?"
That's great.
As I always say, though, there's no way I could drive these vehicles during park operating hours. I would go insane. I'd start running people down. I'd be like, "Get out of the way." I just can't do
We
it.
get creative with the horn.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. My Morse code with the horn would be...
Did you get your Sam Eagle popcorn bucket?
I don't do the popcorn bucket.
What I told you about the popcorn.
I don't have it. I don't have any room for it. It's like I've got the shelves that are right there. You can see in my office, and I've got almost no room left. I mean, people send me little things, and I try to put them up so that everybody can see them. I'm running out of room.
Yeah. Couldn't ask for better weather. It's gonna be toasty for you guys.
It's gonna be real warm.
I'm getting my vitamin D from you.
That's true. Oh, looks like Mindy is coming back up Main Street. Mindy the horse.
Someone on chat wants you to ring the bell.
Okay, here we go.
There we go. Well done. When's the last time you were on here?
Oh, I don't think I've been on a ride in ever.
Oh, wow.
Always walking. Very few names on Main Street.
What's that?
Very few names in the window.
Yes. Where's Tony?
I kind of prefer it to be very, very smart. It's like there's Ken Anderson, Emil Curry. I think Tony is. I want to say he's over here at the showcase, if I'm not mistaken. Isn't that where Tony Baxter is? He's above the showcase.
Thank you for mentioning that. We're greatly appreciative for everybody that's hanging out. Even if you're not in chat, we really appreciate it. So do us a favor, hit the like, share it out.
You had a quintessential.
This is an experiment for us.
I've actually been up there once. Yeah, they did it with the tour, and it was cool because it was for my birthday. My wife surprised me with it, and I got to be the first one to walk in on the tour, so I was in there by myself for like a split second, just me.
Alright, sorry guys, stay seated really quick.
Oh, we just go out the back door here.
Yeah.
Alright, stay seated. So fast, that was crazy.
Yeah,
I know. 5 miles per hour. Wow.
E-ticket,
For sure. What's the top speed of this car?
20?
35.
I was going to say 35. I've heard that one before.
Okay, see you later. Of course. Have a
Thank you.
beautiful day.
You
was
too.
thinking of wearing the jacket today.
Say goodbye. Sure, no problem.
All right.
Hope you guys are enjoying the pool today, or at least getting some.
That's where I'm going next.
Yeah.
Swimming by the pool.
Nothing wrong with that.
Do they have cabanas for rent?
Yeah, if you buy them or rent them.
Yeah. Do I even want to know how much they might be?
I didn't ask that.
Yeah,
I
you
wanted
didn't
to,
ask.
but I was going to do it for today, and I thought,
I would guess they're probably like $300 to $400 for the day.
They have other ones that you can rent.
Uh-huh.
They're a little bit smaller. Takes it over there on that side.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. It's still early in the day. Excuse me. And if we can get some hearts in the chat for Spaceship Ears and John DeCure for joining us today. This has been fantastic. Like I said, it's not often you get to tour the park with Imagineering legends.
You're too kind, Danny.
Oh, I wasn't talking about you.
Oh, I know. You're talking about Dad, and you should get all the honors. I agree with that.
No, but like I
it's
said,
interesting.
when you said that you were going to be able to be here and you're going to be able to hang out today,
totally.
I was like, awesome. And then when you said you're bringing your dad, I was just like, oh boy.
Well, not to get too morbid, but we're losing too many great Imagineers.
Well, but that, like I said, that's why we want to get the stories, and it's important to hear them.
Well, that's why I'm grateful for what
and
you
especially at this in this day and age when we've got the technology that you can hear it from their own voice.
Yeah.
You get to you can hear the emotion of what was involved in these different stories and interactions that they had with people. And
well, like I mentioned, that's why I'm grateful for you and Bob and trying to keep these stories immortalized in some fashion, because they're just dissipating like crazy. You heading off?
Heading off.
Very good to see you. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow. I will see you tomorrow. Yeah, for sure.
And Monday night.
Everybody say goodbye to Bob. Very good. Mr. Berry Place 28. First, parts of the chat for Bob.
You're welcome.
All right, man.
Good seeing you, man. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yep.
4 in the morning?
4 in the morning.
28.
Everyone make sure you're liking and subscribing.
There you go. That's right.
I'll be popping into Ninja Watch.
There you go. Good. Keep
while
giving me tips.
While I'm slumming it by the pool.
Yeah.
We're not jealous. We'll throw Danny and Grizzly, right?
Oh, God.
I'm kidding.
Don't, because the chat's going to say, hey, John said you could do it. You could go on Grizzly.
That's right.
Come back and see you at the pool. At some point when I wear
You're more than welcome. I can get you in. So.
Yeah, maybe you're going to hang out with him.
And Ho Myers, yes, I can cover the scientific name of the Adventureland treehouse. It is, of course, the Disneodendron semperflorens grandis. See you, Bob. All right, we're heading over to DCA. We're going to go and regale, I don't know if that's the right word, but we're going to spoil Spaceship Ears and John with a couple of banana foam cold brews. Those were a treat from some of you guys in the chat for donating. I know Fire Dragon did one. We had Manny, and I think it was OG Heather. I hope I didn't miss anybody that sent a super chat. But yeah, these are banana foam cold brews, courtesy of our incredible friends in the chat.
All right. Fantastic. Scan one friend's face on screen, wait for the check mark and the gates will open. Welcome, friend.
Thank you. We'll come over here into the shade a little bit. I'm curious what John's thoughts are on the change from the original DCA to Buena Vista Street entrance.
Any contradictions? Any distinctions between? Yeah, that too. That's true. I never told you about that.
What's that?
One of the buildings on the main drag over here is modeled after a building on 6th Street that he rented and worked out of for a long, long time.
Oh, wow.
Old Spanish Renaissance.
Yep.
So what's your opinion? I think the change from the original entry area for DCA to Buena Vista Street was possibly the best thing that they did.
I don't know if you recall what they had originally, but it was very kind of touristy,
shopping mall. Yeah, it just did not feel good. This one is such a perfect balance to Main Street.
Right.
That I've often said that I wish that the entrance was Union Station.
Right. Yes, that would be perfect.
Circle up there.
Yeah. Yeah, it just
Old Hollywood.
yeah, it really works. All right, so let's go check out that building then.
The architecture of illusion.
Yep.
How are folks in chat doing?
Is everybody doing good in chat? Spaceship Ears
with our stories?
Spaceship Ears is where you guys are bored out of your mind.
I think our ride to per hour ratio is pretty low, so let me know.
Yeah. Well, if they're watching me, most likely they're more than just wanting to see rides and stuff. You know, because we've got stuff like Oswald happening over here.
Don't see him.
But I think most people, if you're watching somebody that's walking around Disneyland for hours, you enjoy hearing about the park,
Right.
the history of the park, and things like that. So I'm just going to assume that with nearly 400 people still watching,
Yep.
that we haven't bored them quite yet.
Good. And he's young.
Yeah. It's over here, the building you said?
Oh, just over here, right down the street here on
Yeah.
the right side. It's not far. Where do we get your infamous banafis? Where does that happen?
Those are going to be over, like what the Golden Gate Bridge is,
Perfect.
or the
Let's swing by
San
it.
Francisco
It's great.
bridges.
Oh, smell that.
Fresh popcorn. Oh, there's the Sam the Eagle popcorn
there
bucket.
It is. This is the infamous.
There's Sam the Eagle, Sam Eagle popcorn bucket. Felix Gomez, welcome in. Oh, I didn't say the word. That was Spaceship Beers who said it.
What's that?
Everybody's claiming that I said
What's that?
the banana foam cold brew
Oh.
name, and I'm like, no,
Oh,
I did not.
No, you can blame me. It's
Yeah.
okay. Let's wander over here for a second.
So one of the buildings that was constructed for the Hollywood backlot area over here, John DeCure Jr. actually worked in the real building.
Yeah.
The off the page one?
Chapman Market, right? Yes. Over here.
Oh, so that one right there with off the page?
Yeah.
Wow.
There's a complex with 6 street.
Is there anything happening in the Hyperion, or is it just empty?
It's empty right now. Yeah, it's a bummer.
Watch the pole. Give us some examples. Yep.
Yep. So there's an example of the Disney magic creating a street that goes on and on and on, but that is actually only about like 20 feet deep.
So this is fun. This is a replica of the building on 6th Street in Wilshire.
So this is the building that is patterned after the real one.
It's our office for about 15 years.
Very cool.
We did a lot of shows there for Disney. We did 3D Muppet Movie there. We did Alien Encounter there. The filmed portion of Ellen's Energy Crisis.
Okay. So lots of films for Disney were done in the real building that this one is patterned after.
There's John's office right there.
Yep. Jen, Lily's mom, so happy to see you. Thanks for coming in with us. Oh, yes. Well, you know, we went on Pirates. My favorite scene in Pirates is when you have the little lighthouses that slowly go into the distance. But they do that with simply by having shorter.
Yep.
When they do it right, it's perfect. You want to head back to your...
Yep, we'll go and get some cold brews.
And thanks again to our friends in chat. So grateful for you guys for being here. I can't promise to catch all the chat, but if you guys have Q&A, I'm happy to convey them over.
Oh, this one's the Wiltern? Okay. Well, and I believe there's a joke that this over here is patterned after somebody's house, and it's Eisner's nemesis of some sort, or he wanted to get back at him, so he turned his house into the bathrooms.
Okay. It looks a little Frank Lloyd Wright to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was somebody's house or office or something like that, and it was somebody that Eisner was not too pleased with, so he said, you know what, make that the bathrooms. I'll bet. Disney Truly, welcome in. And seriously, guys, thank you so much for joining today. I know it's not the typical rope drop stream, but we have got some special guests with us. We have Spaceship Ears from Grand and Miraculous YouTube channel, good friend of all of ours. For me, Barry Place 28 in Corning, California, good friend of the Park Streamers Hangout. And we also have
this guy,
the one and only John DeCure Jr., former Imagineer, worked on multiple aspects of Epcot, Muppet Vision 3D, the Hall of Presidents, was a lunch buddy of Herb Ryman, worked directly with John Hench, so we've got someone who knows his stuff and has been there, done that when it comes to Disney stuff. One of the things you got to learn when you've got the gimbal and everything, and you're trying to read chat, keep all your peripheral spidey senses alert, because
when you're hyper-focused,
you got
the blinders on. You don't want to think of
Is that the Hollyhock House? Is that what it's called? I should probably get some of those things like under my belt so that I can remember them. Yep.
One of the original nice parks.
Yeah, exactly. Extreme sports to an old school national park look.
Now, when does all the Avengers stuff open? Have they announced
They haven't announced a date. I'm assuming it's probably going to be 2028 because I believe Coco was slated for 27. So they've got about a year to get Coco finished up to make that timeline.
One is asking, who are the main Imagineers working on DCA? And well, there's Spidey, by the way.
Oh, he's going to go down the.
See him? He'll do his thing. It's a little bit behind the scenes that we shouldn't see. There he is.
Do they still launch him?
I don't know. I was going to ask you. It's probably just a on the set thing, maybe, right? Shall we?
Sure.
Well, Spidey's doing pretty good at the box office this weekend.
I heard that he's supposed to be like in the multiple hundreds of millions possible.
Yeah, good for them.
My coworker was saying that they were trying to get a ticket for last night,
right?
And he had to go to like just some oddball little cinema somewhere because nowhere had any tickets other than like if you wanted to sit in the first two rows.
Wow. Well,
So,
I tell
yeah.
you, Hollywood needs that right now.
Yeah.
They got very, very few blockbusters like that, so I'm happy.
All right, just around the corner here, we are going to go and grab some cold brews. Did you want to walk through Cars Land and then circle around that way?
Whatever you want. Yeah, let's do that.
Why don't we do that?
Yeah.
We got a minute.
This is one of the best views in the whole park.
So we'll go through Cars Land and then circle over to get our cold brews, if that's okay with all of you. Beautiful day, though.
Yeah.
Beautiful day.
Can't beat it. So folks, I know I have a lot of East Coast viewers. I hope all of you at some point get over here. Because Cars Land here is one of the shining jewels of this park. There's no question about that. Now we're all excited to see what they're going to do in Florida. We're going to miss the river, of course. But hopefully they can bring some of that creativity over. We shall see. getting some notes that my phone is hot. So
Yeah, we should probably.
Yep. Maybe you could find some shade at some point.
Yeah, if you wanna dip into the store real quick, get a quick cool off. We'll head over here real quick, get the phones cooled off just a bit so that we're not overheating. Speaking of models, have you? Quick little cool off for the phones, then we'll just swing back around and try to find some shade somewhere.
So if I disappear quickly, you know what happens.
Yeah, I always tell the chat, you know, hey,
just in case.
if something happens, know I love you all. Thanks for stopping by. Hopefully we'll catch you next time. So yeah, guys, right now it's extremely hot. So if anything does kind of go wonky a little bit, it's the heat. And we will try to get back up as quick as we can. Sometimes if we cool the phone down quickly enough, we can get back, you know, in just a minute or two. But as always, guys, Cars Land, one of the coolest lands that Disney has ever done. Talk about stepping into the movie. Oh yeah, this blows me away every time. Yeah, and the little national park little diagram,
Yes, I know.
Just phenomenal. My favorite is always going to be Carlsbad Caverns.
Yes.
So good. But the scale of this is just so crazy. The only thing that could have made it better is if you could walk all the way around it, but
Right.
I get it. You know, I get it.
There's space concerns and so forth.
Well, I mean, look at the size of it as it is.
Very nice. Just gorgeous.
And have you ever read all the stuff up there? It's like a national park, so it gives you all the details about the Cadillac range. You've got Mount, I think, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, and 72. You've got Carlsbad Caverns.
Carlsbad.
Love it.
Instead of Carlsbad.
Yeah.
Very well done. Good sculpting.
Yeah. Crazy to think that they do this on this kind of a scale.
Right.
Just.
It's just part of the parking lot.
Yeah, I wish, exactly. This used to be a parking lot, guys.
Which is appropriate for Cars Land.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And it's funny because you watch the cars go by and they don't seem like they're going that fast, but when you're on there, you're just like, yeah, we're moving.
Right.
The whole reason they added this whole part right here is to block all of Paradise Pier and the hotel and everything.
Right.
Oh, I think we got red coming.
Oh, really? I'll move over?
Let me see. I heard a siren, and that's usually red. They might be closing the doors and bringing them in. Yep, here comes red. Another celebrity sighting, guys. That's fun stuff. I don't care how old you are. That's just fun. This is one where I get a little iffy about.
Yep.
Mainly because it's like, it used to just be a nice little area to sit.
Right.
And now with all the branding and everything that's being hammered at you, I feel like it's still not, you're not able to turn your brain off the way you should be able to.
Uh-huh.
If we didn't have cold brews waiting for, raw fun. All right, looks like there's plenty of seating over here, so maybe we'll be able to come and grab a seat here in the shade once we get our cold brews. Oh, they are preparing our order. I didn't realize I had told them to go ahead and... Oh, duck! I didn't realize I had said, yes, I'm ready. I think when I opened my phone to get the video of red, I hit ready and it just took.
Can't beat that. Folks, if you're lagging.
Good old DCA lag, yeah, always. Yeah, I'm gonna grab a spoon and some napkins. All right, our order is ready, so we can come and grab it right now. How's it going? All right, 3564. Yep.
Very
there
nice.
you go.
Thank you. Wow.
There you
Mr.
go,
Fire
sir.
Dragon, thank you so much.
All right, we can head back over there and grab a seat and just
somewhere in
relax.
shade, ideally, yeah.
Yep. Come.
Do you need a straw?
Technically, you're supposed to drink it through the little sippy cup. I'm learning them, Krista Joe. I'm learning them. So let's go find a nice little shady spot. Oh, the ones over on that side are all taken. I was going to see about that one over there because those are nice and well out of the way. Let's see. Trying to find one that looks like it's been in the shade for a little while. Let's try this one right here.
How's your signal? Some people were saying the signal's a little iffy.
It's a little iffy. It dips and kind of changes around depending on where you are. Is yours okay? If you're saying, look.
It's okay.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, if you don't have the warning up at the top, you should be fine.
Yeah. Folks, let me know if you can see us, all right? I'm gonna also point it this way.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm gonna shift this over here, and then we will flip the camera. And you can't see any of us. All right, there's me and Spaceship Ears at least.
Hello.
All right, well,
Thank you again.
Cheers, guys.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you so much for an incredible morning.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna cheat on this one because I like my chocolate.
There you go. This is glorious.
By the way.
This is the famous cold brew, isn't it?
The banana foam cold brew.
Wow. AKA, you're not gonna say it.
No, I'm not gonna say it. I have my limits.
Yep.
And that one pushes it.
hope you all can see us okay and you're having fun today. We're going on 3 hours, which is about 2 hours, 59 minutes, and longer than I thought I'd be able to do it. So far, so good.
Yeah, well, I do need to let everybody know, Spaceship Ears has been doing such a fantastic job
Too kind.
with your live streams and deep dives. I was telling everybody earlier, I was like, I can't wait till you get the call from Disney, and they're like, hey, we want you to work on this project with us. We saw your stuff on YouTube. We think you'll be perfect for it. And that's when you're going to say, oh, I'd love to.
Sure.
But I have to have my friend Theme Park Casual work with me on this.
Of course, absolutely. You've got to do the design work for me. No, there are a lot of people out there, Bob, you, others, who have tried to get these stories in a fashion where they're immortalized. Now, the problem with these stories, and Dad can attest to this, stories become big fish stories after a while.
Yep.
And it's so important to get the details right. you
Yeah.
know? So to have this medium, to have this format where you can tell these stories, get them on record in some fashion. Dad, that's what your father always said, is that get it on paper, get it on record, right?
The book.
Yeah, you gotta write the book.
Wanted someone to write the book.
Right.
The big book that had all the great moments in entertainment history.
Right.
Documented. So you could just page through the book.
Yep. Well, just the other day, I was giving a presentation at work, and your words, Eddie Sato, were going through my head when it came time for me to. They said, "Okay, Danny, go ahead and you're going to present." And it was literally like on the spot. It wasn't like we were talking about this and okay, now's your chance, go. It was just we were in the meeting and my boss says, Danny, why don't you go ahead and present it? Right. And I'm like, all right. But I instantly thought of Eddie, of your dad,
Yes.
and it was always that, make it big.
Yes. Yes.
And so I decided, I'm not going to sit at the table. I'm going to stand up and I'm going to be moving around the room, telling everybody about what we're going to do, how, okay, they're going to come in and they're going to check in right here. And as they come over this way, there's going to be the ice cream truck right here, getting ready to hand them stuff as they're walking in. And as they come around, we're going to have these building facades. And it's going to feel like a city, like as if you just walked into, a fun little borough in New York or Philadelphia. And you're going to see up in the window, there's a kid maybe reading a book. There's somebody up here, working out. And as you go along the way, there's going to have this little story telling you what's going on in this little neighborhood. And as you go up the ramp, we're going to have popcorn lights. And then when you get up, there's going to be the stage in the center, and it's going to have lights coming down all to the, and we're going to have different food trucks, and it's going to be all different flavors. And it was just like, all I kept thinking was, how would Eddie have made this presentation? Right. And so it's like, that's why we want those stories out there for all the other creative people to be able to realize, do it this way because that's what the great people from the past were doing. It's like, take a page out of their book rather than, try to strike out on your own or try to figure it out. It's like, they've done it before. You could give your own flavor and own spin to it, but look at what they've done and take the mantle and run with it.
You got some ice creams over there.
Mm.
That's some business to take care of.
Yeah, exactly. you know.
Yeah, I know about those.
My dad, his granddad, used to talk about how he got to where he was, how he got his 3 Academy Awards. He kept repeating that he would just go over the movies, and he'd look for moments. Oh, I'm sorry.
That's so that they can hear you.
Oh, okay.
There you go. That's better.
So he spent his youth growing up, going to film, and looking for those moments that he felt really captured the essence and made the film more evocative and more immersive. And he in that talk he gives on YouTube that we've got posted, talks about starting with black.
Yep.
And you have to bring the elements in. So it's easy to just create a great pastiche of stuff, it's all around you. But the real design issue is start with black and begin to bring in pieces into that environment that have meaning, that tell stories. And then he would go through various films. Bill Menzies, the production designer, was one. His films he always referred to as having those moments, those immersive moments. And I think that's a lesson there, to go through history, the history of whatever subject you're dealing with, and begin looking for those immersive moments, the moments that capture your imagination. Whether it's the chariot race in Ben-Hur or at all. There are those moments out there that need to be repeated in new and different ways. And you mentioned big. John never drew small.
Right.
You know, it was always big. He'd say, I need a bigger office. And everybody said, well, John, you know, everybody else has an office. No, you don't understand. I don't care about me. He says, my drawings are too big. I can't draw them in this little office you've given me. And everybody started on 20 by 30 illustration boards. That wasn't enough for him. He had to go to 40 by 60. And then when he finally figured out, we told this story, but when he finally figured out that the 8.5 by 11 pieces of paper would fit together, when Xerox invented the copy machine, they pioneered laser cutting. They were perfect. The old stationery would wiggle and warp as you paid, but the new stationery from Xerox was perfect. And so he then developed this technique of mosaic drawing. And he could draw in one 8.5 by 11, the one next to it, and the one next to it. And on an airplane, he had this hyper fantastic mental capability. He put them in his briefcase and draw the next one. And all of a sudden, we get off the airplane and we put this in we perfect perspective.
Oh.
So anyway.
See, that's the stuff. You know, like I said, it's those kind of stories that for a creative person, it sparks something in you. Yep. It just does something and makes you go, you know what, I got to get home and get to my paper, get to somewhere.
You were saying, it wasn't big for big's sake. It was to get the audience into the idea. That's what big was important.
Yeah. Well, that's exactly why I had to channel, you know, all those ideas and thoughts from the discussions that we've had, because it was like, I've got to sell this so that, you know, the people that are going to be actually writing the checks and spending the money and going out and asking for donations and things, they need to buy off on this. It can't be wishy-washy.
And so, did the joke that the notion of bigness started when he was about 7 or 8 years old, and he would walk to his violin lessons, and along the way he would pass this one area where they were painting a billboard on a big brick wall, and the old billboard painter invited him up, and he said the first time he ever painted, he took that paintbrush and stuck it in the paint and started slapping paint on that big wall, and looking up at that 30-foot drawing, and all of a sudden Big was born.
Well, the thing that's even funnier now, we're having a muralist at our event, and he's going to teach some of the kids in our after-school program how to take a small drawing and blow it up to a wall-sized mural.
Wonderful.
And so at the event, he's going to do a mural live and invite people to add to it while he's painting to help him finish it.
That's wonderful.
And so it's going to be exactly like that. And part of the idea was, when everybody's a kid, they love painting, they love drawing, they just feel like they're never good enough at it, so they let it go. And so we're going to hopefully bring people back to that.
Well, we don't do enough. We don't do enough in that department. I mean, we put all our resources, and importantly so, into math and into learning to read and write. And all of a sudden, these wonderful abilities of young children that are fantastic in kindergarten and in first and second grade slowly diminish and go away. And I've got graduate students today that can't draw a stick figure. You know? They were brilliant when they were in kindergarten. So that's something we need academically to work on, is to get more drawing into our lives. I think the way to do that is not to try to be artists, but keep a journal, keep a diary, scribble. And if ever you got a problem or thing you're trying to solve, whether you're buying a car or a new house, scribble about it, write about it, make little drawings, and begin to develop a concept, create it, put to life, bring to life.
Yeah, I always try to remind people, you know, it's like, oh, I'm just not very good at drawing or whatever. Well, if you know how to play guitar, were you really good at guitar when you first started?
Yeah,
it's the same thing.
Practice,
It's a discipline.
More so than that, we talk about why draw, because these days, especially with AI and everything doing so much of the grunt work for you, where do the fundamentals come from? You know, AI is wonderful. I'm no Luddite when it comes to that at all. But my concern is, are we leaving a gap where the fundamentals are, and where are we going to be 10, 20 years from now? As that gap manifests, we're not going to have senior artists at that point. We're not going to have people who've grown up in that pipeline, you know?
Look what happens when you read a book. There's no drawings normally. And you begin to imagine and visualize in your mind that place, that environment. And you can do a pretty good job reading that book and envisioning that world.
Right.
But you can't walk into it. You can't be part of it. And that's the progression from book to theme park.
Right.
Is we are slowly building the technology to the point where we take that imaginary world that only once resided in your mind and we bring it to life so you can walk into it. And I think that's why all these people are here.
I know you don't have much experience in this park, but there was a question in chat from Kate about what you've seen so far. What's your favorite aspect of this park?
Hollywood.
The Hollywood Boulevard, huh?
I grew up in Hollywood, and
Yeah,
so
you grew up
naturally.
in Hollywood, so that makes sense. Yeah.
So Hollywood, the Hollywood land, or Buena Vista Street?
Well, I don't know if
It's a combination of
Combination
both.
of both,
Yeah.
okay.
The fact that whenever I see a little moment that brings back a moment, Carthay Circle. You know, I used to, as a kid, go there. You know?
Yep.
And it brings that to life. So the more of that, the better.
Seeing
For me.
Carthay Circle, seeing Hollywood brought it back to life is great. Of course, in Florida they do it a little bit bigger in Hollywood Studios, but I like what they have here. It's nicely done.
We did some early concept work on cars. I can't say that wasn't important.
A little bit biased, but that's okay.
No, I consider it part of the conceptual process.
Just died. I got it. That little surfer girl, my friend. Hope you're doing great. We are here with our friend Danny, Theme Park Casual.
Yeah, I loved I mean, you guys know how I feel about Buena Vista Street. When they redid that, it was like, I think that was, other than Cars Land, and even, I think it actually rivals Cars Land because of how it sets the tone for the rest of the park.
Right.
And it does it in such a great way that it's on the level of Main Street, where it brings you in and then sets you, as you're leaving, it's that wonderful little goodbye as well.
Right.
And it just, there's just something about it that they did excellent with Buena Vista Street.
Right.
And it's one
so
of those,
much better than when it was.
oh gosh, it's miles better. It's
Right.
not even like just a little bit better.
Right. Well, I'm getting lots of grief from my gimbal, so I think it is not happy right now.
Something else besides me.
We like watching you, Dad.
They see me all the time.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm here, the novice with the gimbal, trying not to get it to overheat. We'll see how long it lasts, but I may have to call it soon.
Well, let me see real quick here. I think I'm usually on PTF.
You're usually on PTF?
Yeah.
Maybe it matters. We'll see.
I don't know if, I was going to say, I don't know if that's going to make a difference or not, but
Yeah, we should talk more about, not now, but how to encourage young people to draw more.
Yeah.
The drawing can be, we found an old mural painting that Dad did of George Washington crossing the Delaware.
Yep.
And it was part of an early concept development for American Adventure.
I know you guys can't hear it. Sorry.
Okay, I'm
I'll
sorry
invest
too.
in an
Yeah.
external mic at some point.
Uh,
Go ahead.
But the important part was that we unfolded this mural, and it was so big. It was 15 feet long.
Oh, wow.
5 feet tall. I mean, you couldn't ignore it. You had to do something with it. And we started digging around, and all of a sudden we think we've found a home for it now in the new Glenn Beck Museum. But the important part was the history that it provoked. That day he crossed the Delaware could have been probably was one of the most important days in American history, because the war was lost. They had 30,000 British soldiers, and we had 6,000 guys that were all sick and tired. Everybody said, we've lost the war. And it was that one brilliant moment that changed the whole history, the whole course of history. Not only of America, but for that matter of the world. And so here you have a drawing that just keeps reminding you of that moment. And kind of exciting, I think.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to call it soon, folks.
Krista Joe.
Yep, it's just dying. Unhappy.
Is it saying overheat?
Yeah.
That's weird.
And it was just sitting there.
Yeah.
So quickly, before we have to sign off, was there anything else that you wanted to say?
No, I would just encourage the experiment to continue.
Yep.
Keep trying to using our technology, and we've seen, especially to see how this park has evolved is really wonderful. And as long as you're careful about how it evolves, but paying attention to and using and implementing the technology to bring the environment to life in a more immersive way. And what's exciting about it is we do our little history bit where we go back to prehistoric times, and they were grinding pigment to paint on a cave wall. And one of the artists found a spot on the cave wall where the musculature of the bison could be emulated better than a flat piece of wall. And so he painted it there. And it was like it was trying to come to life. It was trying to escape. And coming to life.
The first 3D.
Yeah, the first 3D. Well, that was that technological evolution of trying to create these worlds that we can immerse ourselves into and become part of. And I think if you fast forward, way past Tomorrowland, you get to Epcot, and really that was Walt's last dream. He wanted to create a place, a better place for living, a better world that people could live in. He wanted to dream about that. And I think that's what we all should be thinking about. How do we create our worlds in a way that makes it better for us and our children to live in, and live better lives. And as John Hench always liked to say, feel better. Right? Yeah. They come here, they're going to feel better.
The architecture of reassurance, right?
Yeah.
Such a great phrase.
So keep up the good work, Imagineers, wherever you are out there.
Awesome.
Well, I think our gimbal needs a nap. So I think we're going to call it here.
Oh, that's a bummer.
My gimbal needs some naps.
Yeah, exactly. Our feet gimbals need some naps too. So let me say thanks to chat. I'm so grateful for everybody here. This was our first. Hey, let me say hi to this chat too, folks. Follow this guy. Support this guy. Yeah. Give him some love. He brings so much joy and happiness to people who can't enjoy it every day, and we can't thank him enough for everything he does. So I'm happy to be a supporter of you. I'm happy for what you guys do, and it's just a thrill to be here along with you. So, and I'm happy that I have a few folks over here still watching. So we're going to be back live tomorrow as I congratulate this guy and some other good people out there who are working the chalk walk. That'll be fun for us. And we'll see you back here tomorrow. And thanks again for being along with us and hopping along the ride. I learned a few things. I'm going to learn some more from this gentleman soon. So very grateful for everything you do. Thanks for having us along.
Oh, thank you for letting me join you guys. That's really what happened. You guys didn't join me. I got to tag along with you guys. That was the treat.
Just being here is wonderful.
Beyond measure, I'll tell you. So.
All right, folks. We'll see you next time, and I will keep the social medias updated with all our stuff that we're planning, and we'll see you soon.
All right, guys. And with that, I'm going to have to say goodbye as well. So I am going to remind you guys that we will be at the Chalk Walk. Actually, I got to make one quick setting change before. I will be at the Chalk Walk tomorrow. We start at 5 a.m. We will be live at inside Disneyland at 5 a.m. So that's one of the cool things, is you get to see the sun come up inside Disneyland. Yep. Not everybody gets to see that, but we will be doing that tomorrow. So I hope you will join me for that. If you would like to make a donation to our team, you can do so. One of my mods will put the link in the chat. You can make your donations. We are just over $28,000 raised. I'm not sure what I am at personally on my little account, but let me double check that real quick for you.
Just a few bucks.
We have had a fantastic year, an incredibly generous year. We're at $53.53 right now, guys. So thank you so much. And that brings our team total to $28,208. So we still need a $12 donation to make us a nice even zero at the end of that number, but that's okay.
My OCD might get a little bothered.
Yeah, exactly. I get a little crazy with that. But thank you guys.
Tell us a little bit about, well, they probably know.
What's that?
purpose.
So Chalk Walk is for the Children's Hospital of Orange County. It is now named Rady Children's Health of Orange County. So instead of Chalk, it's now our Chalk.
Yep.
But the Chalk Foundation and Chalk Hospital have strong Disney roots in that Walt was on the board for the Children's Hospital way back when. The Chalk Walk started in 1990, actually on November 11th, so there's another little connection for me with Chalk Walk. But we have been doing this now 3 years. This is our third year, and with the whole story was Mrs. Casual told me when the channel got monetized, she said, you got to do more than just walk around the parks and, you know, just have fun. She's like, you got to do something meaningful with it. And so we were talking, and so 20% of our membership cost, that we send that right to charity. Every 3 months we tally it up and send to a new charity. And then I decided that I would do the Chalk Walk, and Mrs. Casual said, why don't you ask Bob and Cordy, Berry Place 28 in Cordy, California, to join me. And when I asked, they jumped in, and then word spread from them as well out to other streamers and streamer support people in our community. And our first year we raised $14,000. Last year we did almost $38,000, or we did $37,000. This year we're over $28,000, so that's well over $77,000 raised in just 3 years.
That's incredible.
And it's all thanks to you guys. And we've already had our friends Living Dead Fam. They created a team and have done an incredible job this year, raising well over $10,000 on their team.
That's great.
So the ripples are starting to spread. More pebbles are being tossed into the pond. And all I can do is say thank you to you guys for being such an incredibly generous community. So with that, I'll hope to see you guys bright and early, 5 a.m. tomorrow. We'll be walking through Disneyland, DCA. We'll be getting into downtown Disney for a celebration at the finish line, possibly with our friend Spaceship Ears here.
I'll try and be there cheering you on at the end.
Yep. And so again, thank you to everybody that's donated. We'll be doing some raffle prizes and stuff in the coming weeks for everybody who's donated. If you donate $25, or every $25 you donate to my channel, you get entered to win a Park Hopper ticket, and that comes with the caveat that if the schedule allows and you would like it, I will join you here at the parks for a minute, a few hours. We could do a live stream, or who knows what we'll be able to do. But it's up to you.
Worth every minute.
If you would like to have me hang out, or you could say, you know what, TPC, I'm going to hang out with my family. Why don't you just stay home? And that's fine. I'll do that too. But you can have the ticket and do whatever you like. You can even hand the ticket off to somebody else. So if you're out of state and you donate and win, you can send it to a friend that's here in SoCal, or when you come and visit.
Yep.
So with that, guys, I will sign off here. Remind you that we'll be live 5 a.m. And thank you to Spaceship Ears and to John DeCure for joining me today and letting me tag along with them, and for an incredible time going through Disneyland and Disney history. So I will simply now remind you to relax, be casual. We'll see you tomorrow morning for the Chalk Walk, everybody. Have a great rest of your day, and I hope to see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.